Last time on Metanoia Blues. As the crew continues to enjoy their shore leave in Scairn, they catch wind of a monster hunting job that would take them deep into the Forsaken Forest. The reward was tempting, but it would mean 2 days away from their ship. 2 days of lost time escaping the fallout of the convocation. 2 days for any pursuers to catch up with them. Torn between continuing to flee or ensuring the safety of local traders, Willow retreats to the chaos to be alone with their thoughts, but their isolation is quickly interrupted by En's pursuit. After some fruitless back and forth, En resorts to prodding Willow's last nerve in hopes of uncovering what Willow truly wants under all their pretense. In a fit of frustration, Willow reveals their wish to go to Orthoss, the Wind Whisperer home base. There, they can repair Emma Brightwind's airship, the Kraken Slayer, and give Varys a thorough education on Lyrander technology. To their surprise, the crew agrees to this risky detour, leaving Willow stunned. We pick up the evening of the 20th of Larvion. You guys are having dinner and drinks on your helmsman, Varys Greenleaf's coin. He has insisted on treating you all.
Wow.
You're at the, I believe, Harpy's Coal Tavern, my mistake.
Close enough.
Where you last met the shifter songstress, Diana Moschus. And Anne and Luca have come back with a slight repair project for Willow. Luca's thumb detached during an arm wrestling match.
The prosthetic one, yes? Not the flesh one?
Yes. The one that can come off without blood happening.
Okay, I was about to say any thumb can come
The
off.
one En will carry back to you, not in like a jar of ice.
En strikes me as the type to bring back a random digit.
I mean, you're not wrong, but like the energy is a bit different when it's made of porcelain.
Look at my jar of teeth.
It's your exactly.
I said
and
it's not
little
incorrect.
mafia coding. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Well, I can do that, but we're not going to do it at dinner, are we? Or do you guys want me to do it at dinner? For all of the other patrons to watch.
Well, I can eat with one hand if I need to. 1.5 hands, I guess. Luca holding his fork like a flipper, because he doesn't have a thumb.
Like a flipper.
Yeah, just like pinched between like 2 fingers.
I imagined it on his palm and then just all of his fingers on top of it.
Curled around it.
Okay, yeah.
Like a baby.
Well, if you're okay with it and it's not too invasive, Willow can fix that while we're at dinner. I think they would find it kind of funny. And they would just prop your hand, like knuckles back on their knee, legs crossed, and just work on it.
Do I need to take my
while
arm
you're
off?
eating?
Or are you just holding my hand in your lap?
Yeah, I think the second one, but not when you say it like that.
Okay. It's fine. It doesn't mean anything.
I was figuring it like being on the table, just like, yeah, I'm just gonna quickly pop that right back in. Give me a tinkering tool check, Willow.
Break my entire hand.
Sorry, have to break this to make it work together. Snaps your other fingers off.
Breaks your
Fingers,
wrist.
tools, check. Ooh.
14.
Good enough. Yeah,
Okay.
it was a very simple break. Literally just like the socket wiggled loose because somebody pulled on it a little too hard during that arm wrestle. It was like, oh. Pop it right back in. Make sure it's the joint is properly greased.
Mm-hmm.
Good as new.
Willow gives Luca a thumbs up as if to say, all good.
Luca gives back a thumbs up with his thumb reattached.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Good. Back to eating. Okay.
Okay.
No more fights at this tavern?
Nope.
Good. I'll buy a round of bevies. So how much do I pay for a round of beverage?
Let's say 2 silver.
This is technically our shore leave. So, you know, a toast to, I guess, our first shore leave.
As the crew of the
That we
chaos.
spent together. As the crew of the chaos, yeah. Well, I guess the convocation didn't count. Yeah, we didn't go out all together.
No, not
Are we
exactly.
leaving the shore? Is that what it is?
I think about that the other way around.
Willow just says yeah and we'll toast.
The shore is leaving us?
As everything always does. A toast!
What's Varys doing?
Well, he's ordered your, he's paying for your food. You've ordered 1 round, which he has allowed you. But
Allowed
he is,
me? Beg your pardon?
Don't tell
Yeah?
her that.
Don't say those
What?
words.
Allowed?
Yes, because it's his treat.
Oh, gosh.
He said specifically at the top of the round. So,
Okay.
Roll initiative.
what are you gonna
Conditions.
buy food with your no money, having spent it
Yeah, you
on
just
Money?
spent
Big
all
ticket.
$900
Wow.
that we had.
Whoa.
You spent all of it.
Wowzers. I have money enough for beverages. Gosh.
How much gold do
Anyway.
you have, just out of curiosity?
None of your business. So, what's the songstress doing then?
Oh, she's
Songing?
just doing her usual entertainment. I think this night she has a duet performance with I want to say sort of a handsome orcish fellow with like a beribboned ponytail and a flute, and she's playing. Yeah,
So he's
he's
handsome,
got like
is
a
he?
little. Yes.
Wow, I felt that like right behind my ears. How'd you lean in like that?
I'm actually behind you.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, just an orcish fellow with a flute, and they're playing a lovely duet with her on her little hand harp.
Sounds like my new husband.
Whoa, that was fast. Well, you are on shore leave.
No.
That's not to say get married, that's to say
make a baby.
That's to say we don't leave till morning.
Oh. So we leave the shore.
Are we talking right now? Okay. Willow nods.
Okay.
Until we leave, Scan is your oyster. Is En gonna say bye to the songstress at all? Or say hi to the
Slash,
songstress?
is Thale
Thale.
gonna say bye? Is Thale gonna show up to dinner? This is a montage sequence, by the way, so like don't
Yeah.
feel the need to like go too into detail. You've
No,
got
no.
other stuff to do in the morning
Yeah.
and so on.
I think Luca's going to try and pop his own thumb out to see if he can do it.
Make a strength check.
Oh god.
Oh my gosh.
No.
21.
God, what a
I'd mentally set the DC to 20. So
Yeah.
Luca does in fact pop his own thumb out.
Oh my
Oh.
gosh. What are you doing?
We just fixed that.
Dang. Well, now I know.
Will is taking it and pocketing it. You'll get this back tomorrow.
Oh. Okay.
Well, use it or lose it, as they say.
But I already lost it once.
Yeah, that should have been your lesson.
but I don't remember it, so it doesn't count as a lesson.
Oh,
You guys.
fix it. Sorry. It's fixed again.
Okay.
Asshole.
Okay. Yes. So this time
It wasn't meant to make you feel guilty.
So this time you really make sure it's on there.
How flexible is the fingers on my hand? I'm just curious now. I guess I've kind of designed them as like regular humanoid.
Yeah.
So they've got like stops on them so they don't overextend. Damn.
Yes.
Yeah.
Damn my hubris.
Okay.
They have the expected range of motion.
Okay.
I will say, it is deeply unpleasant to feel your own thumb pop off. It doesn't hurt per se, in the same way that like doing that to your
actual flesh thumb.
your flesh thumb would, but it does feel bad in the way that like you shouldn't be doing that. It instinctively feels wrong to your brain. Like you can feel the thumb being removed from your arm, and it is not a good feeling. So
when it's off, does it like register that I am missing my thumb?
Yes.
Like
Yes,
I can no
it
longer
does.
feel it. Oh,
Yes.
yucky. Luca
Yeah.
doesn't like that now that he's noticed it.
You know when a toddler does something and then looks at it like, I hate it. I feel like that's what you did. Yeah.
Put it back.
You did it. You made it this way.
Exactly. Anyway, I am curious though. Is Thale going to say anything to the songstress?
I guess in montage, just probably like
yeah.
he'll pop out briefly, just kind of let her know they're leaving and thank her for the lovely performances during his
Aw.
time there. Just really casual, but very genuine.
Anyone else want to add something to that, or?
Luca is in the background comparing range of motion on both his hands now. So while you see Thale and the songstress at the front of the screen, you just see Luca's thumbs in the background moving in matching circles.
Oh. Well, it was giving you that look like I kind of suspected that you'd go for the orc. Oh, well, guess I misjudged. She goes back to drinking.
If you weren't going to go for anybody yesterday, you're not going to go for them today, I guess.
Yeah, no. I'm not allowed to have fun right now. I'm in the doghouse.
What the hell?
You're self-imposed.
Oh my God.
You put yourself in there. You can't.
Yeah, I didn't say anyone else did.
You need to stop that, though. No one wants you in there. Get out.
Oh my god, I'm just noticing
Anyway,
my
so
real thumb
Diana,
has like differences. Go, Diana, go!
Diana thanks you for the kind compliments and wishes you well on your journeys ahead, and hopes that you come stop by sometime in the future.
Ah,
You're a lovely customer. It's always nice to get compliments from an appreciative audience.
so if we're in the neighborhood.
Yay, you made a friend.
It's nice to go places and not have people want to kill you.
Can't relate.
People don't want to kill you in salvage. Mostly. Bruno. So one person.
He's
that we know
different.
of. Yeah, that's a different type of kill.
He's allowed.
Yeah.
If he wanted to kill Will, he'd be justified.
Handing it back to Zeke.
Yep. So, you end the evening.
I guess so.
Yeah. Good job, guys. We survived another day.
High five.
We only lost our thumb twice.
Yeah.
No one's getting McWasted tonight. Yeah, it's just like a comfortable, sensible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just like a drink for the taste.
Yeah. Pairs well with the fish and chips or whatever we had,
Yeah. Food.
I assume.
Yeah.
Back to oscillating.
You okay?
So,
Orthoscillating.
Oscillating. So true.
I'm pretty good with those like conjunction words, I have to say.
Yeah, well, it's a special talent.
Yeah. A very important one.
All right. Anything more before you go to sleep? Any projects or points of order that you want to make sure everybody knows before you head to bed?
Before bedtime, I think I personally would be like, not trying to invite any more conversation about it because we'll talk about it in the morning. It's kind of like, we're off work. But I think Willow, at least, is probably going to tinker a little if I'm awake at all.
I'm gonna water my plant boy. My plant son.
Oh, and distribute gifts. Distribute everyone's... Oh, no, I can do that in the morning as well. I don't want to give, weapons out tonight. But I think the thing I am tinkering, though, would be the wand and the crossbow. Well, I'm looking at it anyway. I'm measuring the wand against the crossbow barrel.
Which one?
Good. My special one.
You bought 2, didn't you?
Yeah, but not the entanglement one, the magic missile one.
Yes.
I was going to ask what the chairs on the ephemeral chaos are like. Are they just stools? Do they have backs to them?
They have backs.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do we just have the
They're
four?
like
Is gonna cool guy sit? Is this what we're getting at?
Just wait. Are the 4
chains.
chairs the only chairs we have, or are there other chairs elsewhere?
I think there might be a stool or 2, in storage, but the ones around the table are the only ones that you have, out and available at the
They
moment.
Do we
like,
have the map?
Backs.
Is that okay? Can we have the chaos map?
Could we
on the
please
screen?
have the chaos map, please?
Put it back.
Okay. So sorry for asking.
I like the map. We did a good job. Oh no,
You did.
Chris Dog's dead!
Sorry. Let me undo that.
Oh
like the
god,
map.
he's dead.
Yeah, put me up here. I'm watering my plants.
I'm probably at my workshop.
Yeah. So the reason I'm asking this question is because N is gonna bust out the chains and locks that they got during
God.
shopping, and they're gonna start wrapping them around the chair in various configurations just to see how that would work. It's like
Make
making cat's cradles, but with chains and
Yeah.
intentions.
Okay. Give me a sleight of hand check.
Okie dokie.
Please, I love that Varys is just sitting here watching.
Dirty
Yep, that
20.
checks out.
Yeah, you can. You figured out a way that you could definitely restrain someone very effectively, where they would not possibly have the option of being able to pick the lock, because this is a thing that you think about.
Yes. Cool.
You basically have a way of doing it so that the padlock connecting all the chains would be under the seat itself, out of reach.
Nice.
They would need help to escape, basically.
Mm-hmm. Cool. Cool. And is satisfied with that, and that's probably what N is doing this evening. It doesn't take a lot of mental work like some other things they want to do. They're too tired for, but this they can do.
I think Varys just sort of watches you amusedly as suppose we don't have a brig pre-made, but
We do not.
seems you've found a solution.
And brushing off their hands like they just finished some dirty work. I just figure with the whole being chased thing, we get boarded. not exactly going to do much against a whole crew, but well, we don't really have room for a whole crew anyway.
Mm-hmm. Well, we make the best of what we have.
That's the idea.
Think I'll turn in early.
And like tip the chair up onto one leg and start spinning it a bit. Oh, we are going to set sail in the morning, as I understand, so probably a good idea to get your rest.
Cool.
And we'll free the chair, and then probably also turn in.
Yep.
I have a question.
Yes.
When I go and check on my elk, did it see anything untoward while we were gone?
Give me a perception check for your elk.
Oh god, yeah. I have to open him up. Come on, baby. Oops. I'll just take the first one. So, 15?
15. It did not spot anything overly suspicious. Just usual dock activity.
And when Willow said, "Can you keep it a secret?" what did they mean? That they were hanging out with the elk?
Basically, I think what Willow meant is like, can the elk keep a secret from Luca?
And in this case, the secret was that they were chatting.
Riding.
Yeah.
Not necessarily.
Did you convey a secret to the elk?
I don't know how alert it is. It was being measured.
Right.
So I don't know if it can, air quotes, keep a secret if it can't, like, tell that Willow is measuring it up.
Well, you see Luca kind of smile at it and grab its face and kind of rub it and, like, say, "Keeping secrets, are we?" And kind of nuzzle into its face.
I feel like the elk sort of does a little huff of protest of like, no. And licks the side of your face a little bit affectionately. I just don't know what it's doing. Is what it's like, is the energy that's like coming off the elk. Because like, it communicates with you, but not necessarily in language. It's much more
Vibe-based
intent.
communication.
Yeah.
Cute.
Yeah.
Over in my corner, I think, look, I would have done a little lap around the boat, so can I do like a perception check? Again, with like my usual routine, the lantern. Fish dog's alive, right?
Yes.
And equipped.
Fish dog has
Okay.
been repaired.
Okay. Little look around the boat. You know what? There's no reason for me not to use fish dog at the moment, considering I already know I'm compromised. So, just kidding. I'm not going to use it. Let's go perception check.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
What you looking
Shining
for?
the lantern around. Just any indication of any tampering, any unwelcome guests in our absence.
I think the only unwelcome guest that you've had in your absence is a seagull on the roof. Has left a
mess.
Yes.
That's fair. That's fine. That's fixable. All good.
Just standard. Sort of. We'll need to clean.
Okay. No, Thorani's hiding in the shadows or anything.
No. Nope.
No,
No.
and looking at the sky, no encroaching storm clouds or anything.
I believe not. I believe today was the cloudless, windless day.
Yes, it was. Very cool. And then I will go downstairs, and I think Willow's got a buzz about them. It's like, come on, everyone, we're not working. Take it easy. We'll talk about it tomorrow. But then, like, they're going downstairs to measure up their crossbow and see how the wand like slots into it, how it can be incorporated, preparing the spells. Probably doing that when Varys and Anne come downstairs.
Yeah, and it's just gonna recline in their hammock and maybe pull out the stiletto knife and just like play with it.
Oh yeah.
All right. So, after a busy day, you all wind down for sleep.
I think my elk will generally sits in front of the door.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, fish dog is like the inside sentry. Elk is out, like first line of defense. My alarm is also there. Fish dog's inside. The rug.
That rug. Yeah.
Yeah. There's a lot of little things that we have going to hopefully protect us while we sleep. So we should hopefully all sleep easy. The funniest things you can say right now is, and you're dreaming.
Luca,
Mhm.
you go to sleep with your mind still mulling over the day's events. The armor that you couldn't quite afford to purchase yet, the supplies you'll need to restock, the plans to make before you head off. Most everything is squared away. From out on the deck, you hear Varys call, "There's something that you might want to come see." His voice sounding quietly amused. Slumping your way out of your hammock, you join Willow and En in meeting Varys on the deck of the Chaos. You rub at your eyes and look to where Varys had indicated with a little jerk of his chin. Out in the distance, under the gentle waves, there's a bloom of pale blue light. It moves with the easy shift of the tides, ebbing closer and closer to the Chaos. Eventually, it comes close enough to see that it is a giant blob of jellyfish, luminescent and gliding below the waves, their bells gently bobbing as the current carries them closer and closer. Eventually, they amass beneath the ephemeral chaos, engulfing it in their light. Alone on the deck, you lean over its edge and eagerly reach out. Your skin glides over the surface of the water, causing a break in the image, ripples distorting what is not beneath the water, but above it. You look up, finding the bloom. Blue, harsh, blinding. Small blobs of the jellyfish are squished together, bound so tightly by forces unknown that they look ready to burst. The fine threads of their tentacles glisten in the dark, swaying under the strain of energy unspent. You reach up to touch the bloom, but your hand is caught by them, tentacles strangling the muscle before penetrating the skin. They invade, lining your veins, setting your arm on fire from within. Your screams are silent, and your thrashing leaves the water below undisturbed. Pain like you've never felt before consumes your left arm. Your bones creak, your tendons snap, skin slips off before muscle follows. All the while you are drawn closer, closer, closer to the pale orb of energy until its heat seeps its way into your eyes. Nearly blind, you claw at your arm, tearing away what you can grip. You feel the pressure on your chest. A hand snatches at your shirt. Its grip is desperate. It shoves you back. Your arm detaches from your bicep. Your back hits the ground. You wake up, early hours of the morning, with a deep, phantom pain in your porcelain arm.
Cool. Luca immediately grips at the bicep of his prosthetic and just detaches it completely, hissing almost as the pressure kind of releases and makes itself worse somehow. Everything hurts. He fully detunes from his arm, I think.
Yeah.
And leaves it on the hammock. Goes upstairs. What time of day is it? It's early.
It's very early. It's midsummer, so the sun rises early, but it's still just the grays of twilight.
Mm. He's almost clawing into his collarbone. he knows that if he touches it, it's going to hurt more. I think he goes to set some water on to boil so he can soak his arm in the heat. That helps sometimes.
Outside, you hear the gentle clunk of steps as your elk peers in through the window, concerned.
Gives it a kind of rude smile and says something like, "It's a bad one today."
It huffs gently against the window.
Can I remember what I had been dreaming of?
Make a wisdom check, I think.
My strong suit. Oh, again.
I think you only remember scraps at best.
Yeah.
You remember blue jellyfish, blue light, and pain, mostly. It's mostly the pain sort of just obliterating what you can remember.
Fantastic.
You're tough and you're good at working through it, but it's the sort of nagging sensation that completely sort of shuts down your ability to think.
You know what? A little pot of water isn't going to help. I'm going to go take a hot shower. Just stand in the shower and let it hopefully soften the sharpness of the pain that I'm feeling.
You wash yourself up. Do you end up touching the stump?
Probably just to check.
As the hot water washes over you, you sort of dig your fingers slowly, carefully into the stump of your amputated limb. You realize that the muscles have really tensed up, and that's why it's hurting so much. It's basically you've been trying to flex your arm, and haven't been able to let go. So you just slowly start working your fingers deep into the muscle and trying to work past the scar tissue and sort of untangle the knot that you've made of your own muscles.
I also know it's at least a little bit psychological.
Yes.
But whatever I was trying to hold on to, I don't remember. And obviously it's something I don't want to let go of, so... Luca seems frustrated while he's doing this. Incredibly frustrated.
Make another wisdom check.
No, not happening. That's a 4.
I think on a 4, you realize that this is not a thing that you're going to be able to solve by thinking about it.
Done.
Whatever the psychological aspect of this is, you don't have a way forwards. You don't have the tools to release it through that. So if you can't do it mentally, you're going to have to do it physically. The massage is helping. The hot water is helping.
And whatever else is left, I'm used to it. So I'll be fine. This is fine.
I think you just feel restless at this point.
Yeah.
You finish up your shower. You've been in there maybe 20 minutes, which is long for you. You're usually quite efficient, especially with the chaos being as it is with its limited hot water per day.
Mm-hmm. I don't think he even thought of that, to be honest, and now he feels guilty.
Yeah. Well, it is still early in the morning, so there's a chance that it'll heat more in time.
Yeah.
For the others. That being said, I think it's now 5:30-ish in the morning. So you might as well start prepping for the day.
Yeah. Try and figure out a breakfast I can make with one hand.
Yep. It's awkward and clumsy, but honestly, you spent more time one-handed before you had your old prosthetic. And you've only had that new one for a few months now. It's like riding a bicycle. You sort of get used to fumbling around one-handed.
Can't make out little star fruit shapes. But that's fine. They can have regular fruit shapes, I guess.
I think you take it easy on yourself and make like sort of cool porridge with nuts and honey or something like that.
Yeah.
Nutritious, filling, plenty of energy for what's going to be a big day of getting ready to set sail.
Yeah. Oh, Luca can probably do the one-handed egg crack. He can probably do that.
He can do that.
Yeah. What is the plan for the day? I wonder if I could wake Anne up to a little sword fighting, or if we should hold off on that.
I think Willow's going to be awake first.
Mm-hmm.
I almost, I mean, like, yeah. I almost
Willow is
imagined them
typically an early bird.
Yeah. I could have even imagined them, like, you know, not cutting off, but like being there when Luca's finishing his shower, but like being outside the bathroom, not just being there.
Inside the bathroom, in the shower with him. You done?
I'm going to say Willow wakes up to the sound of like Luca puttering upstairs, making stuff, because it is like early. Luca was awake like 2-3 hours earlier than usual.
When you said 5 a.m., I was like, no. No way. But similarly, Willow probably be first awake. So
do they make perception checks?
What the fuck, by the way? Sorry,
in the
I just need to get that out of my system. Okay. Okay, cool.
Do they make perception checks when they wake up?
Yeah, of course. I'm gonna do my rounds.
Yeah, because they might see something in Luca's bed that wasn't there before.
Oh, yeah, true.
Yeah.
Don't roll a 1, I guess.
Oh, wait, am I doing perception? Oh, yes.
Yes.
Wow.
See,
you know what? I'm okay with that. Luca put it under the blankets.
Zeke, you can't do this.
Say, Zeke can't have that power. That's messed up. That's a conflict of interest. Hey. No, okay, but you know, that's perfectly reasonable because I don't have the space to notice.
Willow's got other things on their mind.
You've got other things on your mind.
Yeah.
You're like,
I think
cool, okay, so today's the day that we head to,
yeah. No, I literally, okay, the way I can imagine it is Willow's got that energy like straight out of bed. I'm up, I'm good. Gloom and dread. I'm okay, I'm good actually. Is then it's like, it's just that constant like internally, it's wild in there, bro. But on the surface, they're fine. They're doing their rounds. I feel like almost automatically Willow will, do the morning, wash up, etc. You know what? They might not even notice that there's no hot water. They're just like, yep, bathed.
No, if you use it all and then Willow had a cold shower, I'd feel so bad. I said cold shower.
I don't think you used all of it. I think it's just like most of it, and Willow, it seems like a very quick shower anyway.
Yeah. Look, honestly, what I'm trying to say is they don't notice. They're gonna walk past you, not notice your arm is off, be morning Luca, and then keep going and go around the ship and check things.
Okay.
Apparently not really absorbing anything all the while.
Yep. I think like you are going through the motions and like you do all the things. Everything seems normal, but if somebody asked you what the things actually said or were, you would have no memory of it.
What things? Yeah, so
it's the autopilot. Did I take my meds today?
The packet's empty, so I think so.
Look, sometimes you get up out of bed and you roll a 1.
Sometimes you're somewhere else.
Oh yeah. What's the weather like today? I think that's the one thing I would like to notice.
Let's roll for weather. Roll me a d20.
N can roll. N hasn't done much rolling today.
Yeah. I'll roll. It's an 11, so shut the fuck up.
Is it? Oh.
That look, the visual messed up. Yeah.
Well, I saw an 11. And
no, it's 11.
11.
Yeah.
Okay. Roll me a d10 as well, please.
Okay. It's a 4.
Cloudy and light wind. Not like overly cloudy, just like a few distant things that might get overcast later in the day, but a good breeze.
Good for sailing?
Hmm.
Well, there you go. Good omen.
Anything's good for sailing when you have an elemental and skill.
And Varys.
Varys hopes.
He can blow the sails, right?
He does have gusts.
Yeah.
Like a Pidgeotto. Will is mad this morning. Not mad like angry, mad like woohoo.
Yes.
Zany. Zany is a very Willow word.
Yeah, wired. Okay.
If Willow is still buzzing around outside, Luca might offer to help with whatever they're doing.
No, I think they've checked everything.
Okay.
They just
Lucas
tell him he can focus on breakfast. Yep.
Roll me another perception check. I think it's been long enough.
Also, you have the whole person there now.
Okay.
22,
Something ain't right with this picture. You're like, oh, Luca's arm is off.
Oh, that's like an anchoring thought. That's something to think about. I think Willow might call after him and say, not a fan of the repairs? Thumb not enough? Had to take off the whole arm?
Yeah, I think you might need to give it a look over.
Was it hurting?
That was supposed to be a joke. It's fine.
Can I roll an insight check?
Yes.
I got a 17.
He's not hiding it.
Huh?
He's not hiding it.
Yeah.
What's he not hiding?
He's in a lot of pain today.
Oh shit. Oh, like prosthetic related pain, like his arm sore?
Yes.
Oh. Okay, well, Willow's easygoing little ha 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 sore. Oh shit, yes. Oh, like their face tells that. What can I do for this? I'm gonna make
do a
a
medicine-
medicine check.
Yes.
Thanks. I know what to do in this regard, surely?
Yeah, dirty
exactly.
20.
I rolled a 20. Dirty 20. I know how to help. With this, surely, Zeke? You boil some rags and apply some warmth, or...
Sorry, I was blowing my nose.
Well, good.
Figured that would be best muted. Okay, on a 20, I say, you understand that phantom pain of this kind often is either psychological or physical, of like the muscles being too tense.
Mhm.
I imagine if you do like actually get in there, I'm going to say on a 20 you do actually like do a like physical test of like, hey, what's the stump doing?
Yeah, I do imagine Willow's like hopped down from the rigging and like with
Yeah.
a sort of like, will you allow me to look at it expression, which I imagine is like a silent exchange. They will begin
Yeah.
to look if
I think
Luca lets them.
Luca what's the word? Like unconsciously turns turns away because he knows that most people don't want to look at that. But then Willow.
Willow will gesture to basically do the opposite of what you think they're going to do.
Yep.
They'll look closely.
You do a little bit of probing, and like the physical manipulation doesn't seem to like cause Luca extra pain. So you think at this point it is purely psychological, and honestly the best thing to do at this point would be to reattach the prosthetic and like start going through physio exercises like ranges of motion, stuff like that, to sort of ease out the tension.
Like sword fighting.
Maybe
Is that
so.
too intense?
No.
I think Willow might then... Look, I don't think Willow wants to say all that they've observed, so I think they might suggest... I think some exercise might help with that. You know, En was practicing with the sword yesterday, but they might benefit from other tutelage. Your discipline, I think, might help them.
Is that your medical opinion?
Willow shrugs.
I think Luca gives Willow a very long look.
How long? What are you doing, Willow's like... If you look at them long enough, the ear will flicker with the like expression of what?
I made breakfast.
Is that a no?
Well, it takes a minute to put it back on.
You need help? I'll help.
Tilted.
It'll help. Willow will start trotting back inside.
I'll follow in, I guess.
I think while they're going, I mean, if you don't want to wake En, you could always fight with me.
It takes an hour to put it back on. I've got time. I feel like Willow would know that, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, Willow's just poking fun at you.
Ah. Wouldn't want to...
Also, maybe poking fun at En.
Yeah, you might be more of an even challenge, let's say.
We don't want to strain your arm.
Well, it wouldn't do that much, I don't think.
Yeah, I think if you're finished too, I think like they're just gonna Willow's gonna grab the arm, bring it over, and kind of like, yeah. If you want to come to the workshop, they can help. I don't know if helping makes the attuning go faster or more effectively, but
I'm going to say that for prosthetic limb attunement, the attunement period is shorter because it doesn't actually make sense for that to be so long.
Okay, yeah.
I would say that like first time attuning is like a longer process. But this will probably take like 15-20 minutes. So it's just like a slowly coming back online. It does feel a little bit like prickly, like when you've fallen asleep on a limb.
Hey, question. What do I have to roll to kind of have a look at the scarring that Luca has there?
Investigation check.
Hmm, 10.
I'm gonna say with advantage because you did just get all up ins with your medicine check, so.
Yeah, I agree. Willow should know better than that.
21.
Yeah. So, there's some surface scarring from a burn there. But there are also, like, signs of it was properly amputated and sewn back up as a stump. You have no idea how much that has covered the original injury of it all. It's basically been surgically handled such that, it's been surgically handled so that it is like a proper stump instead of like anything more dangerous. So this is a little bit graphic, but basically for amputation you want to remove more bone than you want to remove more muscle, so that like you don't have odd bulges or like sharp points or anything like that.
Cushioning around the inner skeleton.
Yes. Yeah. So basically it has been cleanly mended.
Quick question. Oh, sorry, anything else?
Nope.
Quick question to Sarah. When Luca talked about that time that he woke up somewhere, did he tell me that was Breland?
I believe so.
Yeah.
I
Or
think
you
Willow's
could
going-
have made that assumption. Yeah.
Yeah, it was like, I think it even if you didn't say like in Breland somewhere, it's like I was traveling through Breland after, so it's like easy to make that connection.
I think Willow is going to ask, is this the Brellish doctor's work? Or...
Well, she was not originally from Breland, but she was working there.
Where was she from?
Who was? Was it a she?
She, they.
No, I think the doctor was a he.
He, they, right. My bad. It's been a while since we've mentioned them.
Yes.
I don't know who the hell they are.
Sorry.
It's been like literally years, so.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Luca's got memory problems.
Yeah. I'm cute. They were
having a breakdown. I'm cute. Sorry, yeah?
They were a Jarasco healer. So
no. Not from. Okay. Just as an aside, internally, Willow's brain like, yikes! At the idea that it would have been just like... at the ideas, the numerous ways that this could have been way messier.
So what's Willow thinking? That's
shit.
A natural 20.
I can't roll higher than that. I won't even bother. Okay. Willow's trying
What
to
insights do you want
Yeah.
Luca to have on Willow?
I will say in this moment you will you might notice that Willow's being politely casual in the way of like not wanting to make you feel bad or like to make it obvious that they are like about the idea of how gruesome this injury might have been before it was neatened up. this thought occurs to them in a way of someone who doesn't need to only imagine. You know, kind of knows the numerous ways that wars can injure somebody. And I think the thing you see with Willow is, and maybe can I give a particular insight? Yeah. Willow is not unfamiliar with tending to someone that needs physical care as a result of injury.
I think more than just sympathy, Luca can see that Willow is like very empathetic to your injury, and like that they are trying to like basically squash the negative aspects of that empathy that make them reluctant or uncomfortable with handling this, but they do deeply care about your well-being in this moment.
And in general, but forget that part. You seem to struggle with that other bit, so yeah.
I think this is helping, actually.
Oh, good. Yeah, I'll say there is a belated kind of like, you know, when you can sort of tell by how someone handles something that they're familiar?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that kind of feeling. I'll give you on your nat 20. Good for you.
You seem to know what you're doing.
Hope so.
Well, I'm not allowed to ask, so I guess we'll just sit there in silence.
You've imposed your own block. That's okay, because I think the others might wake up soon. Who knows?
Yeah.
At least you know. Or you can go wake Anna up when your arms retached.
I think like Varus wakes up as you're like finishing up the attunement period for Luca's arm. He sort of does a hoarse good morning and then goes in to like wash his face and stuff in the bathroom.
It's all fucking cold. I'm joking.
I think I used all the hot water.
It'll come back.
I know that Willow's brother's name is Cedar, right? Yeah, we told me that.
Yes. In the most clumsy way conceivable, yes, you found out that his name was Cedar. Yeah, right? Team?
Yeah, I think so.
When we had our little picnic. The most awkward picnic in the world.
I mean, it was alright. Willow's had worse.
Oh, I'm just gonna have to fix that then. I want your worst memory. Yeah. Luca's like wiggling his fingers, feeling them come back on. Did you know that one of the first ways that people started relieving pain was by sucking on cedar wood?
Willa gives you a look.
They started mulching it down into like a powder. Then you can take that to help with pain management.
Too bad we don't have any cedars around here. It gives you a flat look like, what are you trying to fucking do right now?
Telling you something interesting.
Yep, cool. Thank you.
I think you're going to have to wake N up, because otherwise they're not going to get up until much later.
Thank you for helping.
Oh, no worries.
For not being. Luca shrugs, stands up. Winces when he shrugs because it still hurts.
Not being...
You know. goes off to wake up En.
I think Willow, before you leave, will say something like, "Our whole lives have been war, Luca. I'm not going to get very far being squeamish."
And yet people still do. So
I know. Okay. Yeah. Willow shrugs. And yeah. Let's go wake up En. I'm gonna wake up En annoyingly. I think I'm gonna throw a pillow at them.
I was gonna like flip the hammock slightly. So they have that. Not entirely,
What if
but
it's
you know
a
that like,
1-2 punch of like I get hit with a pillow and suddenly the hammock starts flipping?
Yeah, on the way past
the falling feeling that wakes you up. Yeah, we're doing that.
Yeah, I know that one. Yeah, just pelts En with a cushion as they walk past and trots upstairs.
I would like to make an acrobatics check to see how gracefully I recover from being thwacked and tipped.
Yep.
Oh
Make
my
that check.
That's an 11.
It is not graceful, but you do recover safely.
Yeah, I think like
There's a pinwheeling arm or two.
yeah, like Luca starts tipping, and not with the intention of like dumping them on the cold hard ground, but it's the feeling of like I'm gonna fall out has En launched themselves the rest of the way out. Like they were just hit, and now they're being tilted, so they launched their way the rest of the way out of the hammock with the pillow like equipped, and and they like stagger a bit, holding the pillow like they're ready to smother someone. So they whirl around at the source of the tippage like they expect to be under attack.
Good morning.
And hurls the pillow at Luca's face.
Thwomp.
I'll take it. I deserve it. Yeah.
It's just kind of funny at this
Willow
point.
isn't even here, so the funny part too is like, you know, when an animal like nips at the back end of another animal and then walks away, and the animal lashes out as the other nearest thing instead of the thing that actually did the damage.
Yep. It doesn't hurt. It's just funny at this point.
Yeah.
Cool. So, 21st of Lavium. You've got things to do.
We do. Where is my ship's log?
I believe that you wanted to say farewell to a few people.
I'm not sure that I'm saying farewell to anyone. I am curious, like, from the camera angle of, like, who's doing what, you know? The pan over scan. Pan over scan. But, I mean, if En wants to go say bye to Tal or anything like that, I can imagine, like, first thing, Willow taking Varys to talk to the dock mistress.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
If there's any tangible reason to do that.
I mean, you do have to do that for the sake of, like, admin stuff.
Ah, okay.
Of, like, hey, we're shipping out today, sort of thing.
Yeah.
Of, like,
Yeah.
And
I mean,
might go
the equivalent of, like, putting in your parking ticket.
Right, yeah.
and might go like poke their head in the stables just to see how Tal's doing, but they won't necessarily interrupt, you know, like he's a big boy, he can handle himself. Doesn't need me
Cool.
breathing down his neck, but just make sure he's still there.
Yep. He sure is a big boy. Let's start with En and Tal. I think after your breakfast and so on, you do a quick pop over to the stables, make sure that you have all the last bits and bobs that you have. It's Tal's official first day of working there, and he's being shown all the equipment and stuff. He, like, gives you a quick wave and basically like says, like, give me 5 minutes and I'll come over and chat to you for a sec.
Oh, okay. That was like, not gonna interrupt, but if he wants to chat, who am I to say no?
Yeah.
And I'll hang out.
Basically, after 5 minutes, like, Tal, like, manages to excuse himself to the side and is like, basically does a quick rundown of like, hey, thanks for everything. I've officially started working here. I get, like, what? 2 silver pieces per day, starting out. But eventually they say that I'll move up to a, like, 5 after a year and then, a gold after 2 years.
Yeah, not bad.
Which is pretty good.
Yeah.
That's like, yeah. And he's gonna have a farewell party with his family tonight, who are gonna be heading back to the village soon. But yeah.
Yeah. And was gonna like give him a little punch in the arm and it's like, see? There you go. Remind him like, hey, that's now you've got some steps for the future. You can start planning. Doesn't have to be right away, but just think about it.
He gives you a big beaming grin. You can see like his little tusks coming in. It's very cute.
It is.
And then like gives you a quick wave and heads back to work.
Knock him dead, kid.
Yes, sir. Can I suggest that maybe N went there like immediately after breakfast so that N can come back to potentially training with Luca and Willow and Varys going over to the Dockmaster Mistress?
Yep.
Yeah.
Because I feel like we summed up a lot of our stuff the day before.
Yes.
With everyone. I don't know, Sarah, you good with that?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, because then I think what Willow's going to suggest is like, I'm going to go with Varys to see the Dock Mistress. You two can have your sword training. And come back, debrief, and set off.
Yeah.
Good. Look, clap Varys on the back as an invitation to follow, basically, after I imagine N gets back from seeing Tal or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you two can fight.
He's set me up really well from this morning's little antic.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Can't believe you throw a pillow at N. Luca closes the door behind them. Don't make too much of a mess.
And you want to insight check that real quick?
I'll give it a shot.
What's your passive insight?
11, I think. Because it's 10 plus.
You have so much 11 today.
Yeah, it's my lucky number.
Willow's passive deception is 9, so it's still good enough for you to be like, hey, wait a second.
This was a dual front. This is a combined attack. I've been had.
Facing fire from all sides.
Do you say that out loud? Do I hear that as I leave?
No, I think it's just the facial journey.
Okay, good. Good.
Another one of your prank war situations.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
/ slight payback for the think about it.
Yes.
Oh. Payback for that comes in Orthoss Bay.
Yeah.
All right.
Hit me.
Will do.
So we follow Varys and Willow over to the Dock Ward HQ to meet with Dock Mistress Gerna Yod, a flashy middle-aged orcish woman with a pegged leg, a gold tusk, and a parrot familiar. She is chatty and boisterous, very much an early bird. So when you come to inform that you will be putting out this morning, she remarks, "Setting off so soon! You have somewhere to be, Mr. Greenleaf." Maris says, "Oh, just trying to make best of the summer weather is all. Wouldn't want to sail north in winter." Garna goes, "Oh, north is it? Say, would you be happening to head to Orthoss? Here it's lovely this time of year." "My husband and I thought about going to the hot springs for our anniversary, but I don't think I'm ready to leave the docks to my boys just yet, even if it's only for a little while." What's your reaction, Willow? If any?
Look, I think Willow's here in their hat, by the way, just so we know. And I do think that her initial voice like startles Willow back in a way that reminds her a bit of Bruno. You know, like Bruno used to just be loud.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's been a second, literally like a second, like a week since I spoke to another loud Dockmaster. But I think at the mention of that, Willow's going to sort of slightly step in front of Varys and take their hat off and sort of hold it behind their back and say, "Orthoss, you been there before?"
"Oh no, but you hear all sorts of talk, being a dock mistress. Like I said, my husband and I were thinking about going to the hot springs." "But maybe next year or the year after that, I don't know."
Here it's a perilous place.
"Oh,
If you don't know where to go. Cliff faces and wild weather sometimes.
Well, we'd be headed to one of the ports, I think."
Well, good luck. If you do go. Honestly, don't know if we'll be heading north, actually. Feeling a bit of a change of heart. Willow's looking at Varys. What about Kibara? What's there to see at Kibara?
Varys shrugs. Yeah, there's lizard folk in Kibara. Plenty of prospecting to do.
Yeah,
Dragon shard trade's pretty good there.
seems a little more exciting than what, more half-elves? Willow looks like
Okay.
Varys.
Varys rolls his eyes. Willow, make a deception check with advantage. Varys is helping you, but you are leading this deception check.
Wow.
That's an 8.
That's an 8.
That's an 8 over a 2. Jeez.
Oh, the simple fractions of it all. I've just compromised us.
Arnott says, "Oh, Kibara, eh? Oh, it's a fair distance off. I hope you've stocked up well for the journey."
Sure. Willow says
Dragon
half-heartedly.
shards, you said. "You never mentioned what business your vessel is on," and Varys quickly steps in. "Oh, we're just a group of adventurers looking to make our mark on the world. You know how it is." Gerna nods. It's like, well. Safe voyages to you.
You know what? I'm going to play into the deception and say Willow looks at Varys. When he says adventurers that want to see whatever he just said,
Yeah.
Willow says under their breath, "Don't say that. That sounds like we're going to Orthoss." Gives him a look. They're in a mood. Anyway, they shrug. When she says goodbye, Willow will shake her hand.
She shakes their hand.
"Nice to meet you. Very nice parrot."
A pleasure doing business. Meh. Your name?
Willow laughs at her while holding her hand. Willow. And then leaves.
Totally not suspicious.
No, Willow said their name.
Oh, okay.
Laughs. Willow says it, mumbled their name, laughed and left.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't understand that. I thought it was like a truncated sentence, but
No.
okay. Just says Willow and then leaves. I think you... just out of the corner of your eye, you just see Varys, like, sucking on his teeth. Like, smooth.
Willow's curse is that if someone asks their name, they give it.
Cool.
But they did this on purpose. They're all over the shop.
Yeah.
I think if Varys catches up with them, they're still laughing to themselves.
Varys says, "You doing all right?"
I don't think so. I tried to lie, I tried to unlie, and then I told her my name. Oh well.
Oh well. Let's get you out to sea.
I think Willow jostles his shoulders a bit, and they're like arm slung over the shoulder moment, I think.
Yeah.
Willow knows they're being a mess, but it's... Oh well.
Oh well. It's at least funny.
It is literally, it's so funny.
Are you guys sword fighting?
Yeah. Let's cut over to Luca and En.
All right.
Where are we doing the murder? We're doing it on the deck, or are we gonna take advantage of the docks?
Flat Earth, yes, I think would be good. Since you're still a beginner.
Need all the advantage I can get, though. I may have to do some sword fighting on a boat, knowing our luck.
Mm-hmm. What have Varys and Willow been teaching you?
Willow, Varys, what have you been teaching En in their sword fighting lessons, do you think?
I think mine ended up focusing a bit on your defense. What ended up happening last episode was a bit more of a sort of honing En's fluency with the sword, matching pace and defense from Willow. So it was more so putting En on the defensive.
Yeah, En's learned a lot of like parrying and dodging. That's pretty much exclusively what they did yesterday when they were practicing with Willow. So there's that. And Varys?
I think Varys was just literally like, how do you stand with a sword?
Not like that.
Like, actually making sure En, like, bends their knees and stuff and, like, doesn't overextend their reach. Knowing how to move it as, like, an extension of their limb rather than, like, something that they're holding.
Mm-hmm. So, and we'll probably relay that to Luca and do a couple examples to show him, like, well, I was taught to stand like this, Varys showed me how to stand like this, and so on and so forth. Just kind of show Luca while relaying the information of what they've learned so far.
Luca kind of rests his hands on his sword. Willow is an engineer, yeah?
That's one of the things in the repertoire.
We'd be here all day if we talked about all the things Willow is, but let's just focus on them being an engineer for now. They are very precise. They're able to look at a system and evaluate it and determine the best way to disable the system in the least amount of effort. They're something like, say, taking an airship down by only destroying the engine room, as an example.
As an example. Rhetorical. Hypothetical, of course.
Completely unreal. So, Willow uses a rapier for that. That's a precise weapon that's used for dealing single strikes. And that's what comes easiest to them, right?
I suppose so.
Varys, on the other hand, he's a little bit closer to me in terms of strength, whereas Willow is a little bit closer to you. So he's able to focus a little more on hitting things a little bit harder. That's why he uses a bigger sword. But Varys's main advantage is that he's been, say, the last 700 years spent on the deck of a ship, right?
Right.
So when you look at Varus, you don't understand necessarily that his strength is in his hips and his legs and his knees and the lower parts of his back. Varus is someone who even I might have difficulty knocking off his feet. But with all that said, I could still beat both of them quite easily. Why do you think that is?
And shrugs a bit. You're a trained soldier.
And that gives me?
Well, as you just showed off, you have a good eye for the person you're fighting. You can identify their strengths and their weaknesses. And then you just use that to your advantage by utilizing the skills you are well trained in.
But that would make me similar to Willow, wouldn't it?
Well, perhaps not in a precision strike.
That's true, I can hack away at something until it stops. So, I'll give you this one. The main difference between the three of us, say the four of us, is instinct. Willow's instinct is to evaluate and find that point to strike. Varus's instinct is to stay upright and keep moving. My instincts are a little more physical. I've been holding a sword for basically as long as I can walk. So, while I do spend my time thinking about what to do in battle, I don't actually have to think about how to physically execute what I want to do.
Right.
Willow and Varus have to consider how to move their bodies a little more when they strike. So, I'm going to make you able to move in a way that requires no thinking, so you can focus on what Willow teaches you and what Varus teaches you. My lessons are going to be the least fun, I think. They'll be kind of boring and repetitive, but the pain you get from my lessons will be the knowledge that instinct is being carved into your muscles and bones.
Anne's giving you a bit of a smirk as you give this talk to them. Just with like their arms folded, sizing you up.
Think of it this way. If I were to fight Varus or Willow, let's say, and he draws his sword, while Varus is sizing me up, I can already tell that he is someone I need to throw off balance. So while I am coming to that decision, my body moves on its own. And he slices gently across your thighs to throw him off balance. Or if it's Willow, I know that they're smart and I know that they're an engineer. So he brings his sword back and taps the flat of it against your wrist. I rob them of their tools. And I've won both fights quite easily because once I've thought about something, it happens automatically. Right?
Right.
So let's make that happen automatically for you.
All
and
right.
now he's going to kind of stand opposite them and draw his sword into his left hand. En's right-handed, correct?
Yep.
Yeah, so he's basically going to be a mirror for En for the moment. That way they can copy his movements. And he's going to focus on, for now, making sure that they hold the sword correctly. And that might seem kind of silly, but he's making sure that they hold it loosely, that their hand is placed correctly on the hilt, that they're moving from their shoulder first, and then the elbow, and then the wrist.
Yeah, I wouldn't want you to easily knock the sword out of my hand or anything.
Robbing someone of their tools.
Usually bodes well for the tool user.
You're usually using a dagger that's quite small and light, so I know your instinct will be to hold the sword really tight. So that's wrong. Don't do that. Just a little loose, like a handshake.
Of death.
And yeah, well, you don't need to kill anyone if you don't have to or don't want to. You can if you want to. I know you want to in some places, but you don't have to if you don't want to.
It's a joke, Luca. Don't think about it too hard.
Okay. Just follow my movements, and I'll correct you where I need to.
Cool.
He starts doing a very simple little drill.
Yeah, I think this to end, they're kind of drawing on their experience of observing people to mimic them, to copy them or impersonate them. So they have a lot of skill in watching someone do something and then mirroring it pretty well.
Yeah. I think this fits like right in with your skill set of like how you learn.
Yeah.
Cool. So I think like Luca literally spends like an hour of just like teaching you how to draw your sword.
Yeah. And then like move it in a circle, basically. Not even a proper form, just moving it without overextending or hurting themselves.
Yeah.
Or giving themselves the potential for it.
Yeah. What skill do you think this would be? I think this might be just like a raw dexterity check.
Yeah.
Okay. That's a 7.
Well, you're still learning.
I think, N, you realize that, like, as you're doing this, like, yeah, these motions seem simple, and then, like, you realize you're activating muscles in your arms that you're not used to using, and you're like, oh no, this is heavy, actually.
Like, it's like the first few draws are like, yeah, I can handle this. This is fine, and then it's like you've gone up a couple flights of stairs, and you're like, this is fine, and then the third one hits, and you're like, oh shit.
Yeah, it's like, this is moving my muscles in a way that they're not used to being moved, like rigorously. This is actual exercise, and you're like, shit, my little noodly arms.
I think on a 7, Luca is going to visibly watch N's ego drain out of their body.
He gives them a sympathetic smile, like, yeah, see, I told you these ones were gonna suck.
Repetition is important.
Yeah, eventually you'll be able to do it without thinking.
It's like, it goes
my
from
specialty.
Like, yeah, it goes from like, yeah, this is easy to, I'm not going to let this sword win.
Yeah.
I'm not going to give up on these drills. Fuck you, drills.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think it's like
you've been taken to the gym by your jock friend. Like, oh no.
Yeah.
But you're also like extremely competitive.
Yeah. Here's the thing. The last few lessons that En's had, like, En's been doing really, really well. This is the part where it's like, this is raw physical exercise of, like, this isn't, like, moving quickly or thinking well. This isn't, like, observation thing. This is just your body doing the thing. And you're like, oh, fuck, this is the hard part.
My body has never done a thing in its life.
My body. This noodly ass body.
Yeah.
I can't even climb a rope. You want me to do this for an hour?
Well, you'll be able to climb ropes after this.
Without 4 hours today to start. You know, that's like a basic.
No, don't start with 4 hours. En's gonna die. We need them to sail. Thank you.
It's like 3 sets of 10 reps with like a minute of stretching in between, and by like the end of the third one, En's hand is like visibly shaking.
They're still trying though. Like, I think Luca sees the time in N's eyes where it clicks over from oh shit to like stubborn about it.
Fuck you, sword.
Yeah. Gravity muscles be damned. I'm never gonna stop, actually.
Oh my god. N's CrossFit arc.
And make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, please. Don't get exhausted by the time I get back.
I don't think it'll be that bad. I'm
Roll a 1, bro.
man. I think you're just puffed. You're not like going to actually take in a point of exhaustion. You're just like, ow.
Yeah, the end is sweating.
I don't think Luca would let them.
I was gonna say, I think Luca has to take the sword away from En at some point because he just realizes En's
Luca,
like, no, I'm taking my training seriously. I'm not gonna give up. Looks like literally your drill is done. Go with the sword.
Yeah, we're good. This is the first set. We're done. You've taken your first step. I'm so proud of you.
prying the sword out of Ben's hand.
Yeah.
And making just rabid animal noises. Give me some.
Luca, like, you need to drink water. You're so sweaty.
Hairs all over the, like, sticking to everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like takes a 1 minute long drink and like, how'd I do?
I like my swimming.
Yeah,
That's about what a 7 will give you. How do you like my swimming?
And is self-aware.
That
Anyway.
meme's come up like 4 times in this one season. Far out. Okay.
You did good. You did good.
You don't have to sugarcoat it.
You did possible, but you will do better.
It is my first
You need
lesson,
to-
so...
Yes, exactly. We can't be experts in the beginning. Even I wasn't. I was only 7, but,
And Riznera, you remember?
No, I'm making this up to make you feel better.
Oh.
Luca, make
Yeah.
a history check.
History, my expertise. Wait, turn that off. Oh, 15.
Ooh.
You do actually, like, as you say that, you're like, actually, no, I did start training with, like, a wooden toy sword when I was 7, and you've just suddenly, like, unlocked that and been like, huh. You didn't
you see
realize
his
that was
face,
in
like,
there.
change. Yeah.
Do you remember now?
Yeah. I guess when we make up lies, they're usually based on truths.
What were you just saying about moving on reflex?
Exactly. I don't need to think. Good thing too, because I can't.
I think we've proven otherwise, but whatever helps you sleep at night.
Ugh. Luca pulls a face.
And hey,
You can tell. Yeah.
you ever need help thinking? And taps their own head.
Actually,
More than
I
one
do have
brain
a
aboard.
question.
Oh?
If I ask you a question, will N's answer to the question be different to Kai's or Audrey's or Theo's?
And kind of pauses for a bit. I imagine they're standing with the short sword kind of in the ground and they've got their hands propped up on it. Trying to desperately hide the shaking of one arm by placing one hand over the shaking hand and just holding it stiff. And just kind of considers that question.
Like, will N say your favorite fruit is bananas, but Kai's favorite fruit is oranges?
We tend to have different perspectives on things. They might not be wildly different because they kind of come from the same place, but the other personas, they look at things from different angles. So their answers might dig up different aspects of my truth. If that makes sense.
Unless you're mimicking someone who is an established person.
Or the persona is a liar.
So all of you then.
Only when I need to be.
Do you lie to me? Yes, obviously. But not all the time, so.
That's for you to figure out.
I think I got a pretty good handle on when you lie to me.
And bounces the brows like, if you say so.
All the time. I just don't know it.
Trust your instincts.
Luca winks like, yeah, you get it. Okay, I have a question.
All right.
Willow gave me something to think about, and they said if I'm having trouble with it, I could ask other people to kind of help explain. And I asked Varys, but I don't know if I necessarily agree with what Varys said, so...
And nods. And, well, no harm in getting an opinion from multiple places.
Yeah. Should I like read out the thingy again since it's been a while, or?
Maybe? It has been a while.
Where is it? Where is?
You can just kind of do reported speech of it if you
Yeah.
wanted.
Yeah. So there are 2 soldiers visiting a workshop. One demands discounts on the things in the shop, and he's very aggressive about it. If you don't give him the discount, there might be trouble. And the second soldier is very apologetic. Willow said second soldier makes good on all the things the first soldier did wrong. I don't quite understand what they mean by that.
As in the second soldier like pays and apologizes for the misbehavior of his companion and so on.
Right, yeah. And then the question is, of the 2, who is the kind soldier?
Then pauses again for a bit to like go over the story again in their head. I don't know, Luca. Sounds kind of like a trick question to me. Neither soldier seems
what
very
I thought.
kind.
And Willow is tricky, so it seems like that would be a trick answer.
And frowns a bit, like trying to think if Willow was trying to say something in particular with this. But, well, that's humming in the background. They might kind of go over their own thought processes. Like, the way I see it, the loud mouth one, the, like, aggressive one, well, obviously they're pushing the craftsman around, either intentionally or otherwise. Power trip. And then there's the apologetic soldier, and they're useless. They're apologizing for actions that aren't even their own. What good is that? And it forces the craftsman to give them grace. Because, oh, they're so sorry. They were really so sorry. They would have stopped their friend from doing that in the first place. They're the one in the position to do it. Oh, and shrugs. Yeah, I don't think either of them are in the position to be kind. Not like that, anyway.
Varys said the latter.
The apologetic one?
Luca nods.
Well, I mean, just because he's not kind doesn't mean he wasn't trying. Maybe he's doing his best given his position. Maybe he was... And shrugs and kind of picks up the sword in their non-suffering arm and starts to wave it around idly. Maybe he was drafted and never wanted to be in any part of that war. It's kind of put in a no-win position here, but... Guess I'm judging him anyway. Because the loudmouth is his superior. Of course, I'm adding a lot of details that were not in the original story, but call it a thought experiment.
Oh, is that what it is?
And shrugs, something like that.
I know I'm supposed to take something away from it, but I don't know how it applies to me.
And plants the sword back in the ground and leans on it a bit. Did you want those other perspectives?
Luca nods.
Alright. Which one do you want first? I got 3 you can choose from.
Luca makes a face. Kai, I suppose. Get the difficult one out of the way.
Bitter part out of the way first.
Yeah, we'll end on something sweet.
I wonder which one that'll be.
Well, it should have been you, but I guess we'll go with someone else.
And rolls their eyes.
Oh, God.
Please, I'm salty.
You're sweet and salty. Good combination.
And gonna roll their eyes all the way into Kai. like a kind of roll of your eyes that tips your head back, and then as En's head kind of comes back around as if rolling out his neck. It's Kai.
Hi there. Hi there.
Kai's flat look at you gets flatter.
Does your arm hurt?
Kai looks at his arm. Do you think it's still shaking, Zeke, or has that started to ease off?
I think it's still a little bit sweaty and tingly, but not actively shaking anymore.
He flexes it a bit and then puts it back in a resting position. Yes? Why?
Just curious if the discomfort transcends.
I may act unaffected, but I can feel pain. It helps me inform what I do to serve En.
Then don't you think you should also feel the good things? Wait, no, that's not the point of this.
I believe you had a question?
Put a pin in that. Can you access the thing I just asked En?
Yes.
What is your perspective as an objective,
My perspective
no-nonsense man?
would be that you need to define what kindness is. Kindness is relative. Kind to who? Because when you think about it, opening an avenue for other soldiers to gain cheap weapons is kind to them. A new sword that won't shatter on the battlefield could save a life. In that case, the loud soldier is the kind one.
In his companion's perspective, at least.
Exactly. Kindness to all doesn't exist. Some kindnesses harm others.
I think I know that better than most these past few days, at the very least. You know everything that's happened. Yeah.
I'm aware.
And that's why you look so judgmental.
That's my face, Luca.
So from you, kindness is relative.
Guy nods.
Right. And your priority would be in receiving kindness from whomever, or not divvying it out to people who don't need or deserve it.
Consider this. If you were kind to a snapdragon, someone who hurt En, don't you think that would hurt them?
But then can't you take that to say, wouldn't that also hurt me if I didn't act that way?
Then it's your choice. Kindness comes in many forms. You have to choose who you accept and who you allow in your space, and understand that when you do that, others will be pushed out.
Luca's just nodding silently. Well, obviously I'm going to pick kindness to En over most other things. So I should be prioritizing the same with Willow.
That's your choice. Of course, kindness to others without kindness to yourself doesn't do you any favors either.
That's what Seeker said. Sort of. Luca makes a face like he's just put something together. And he's like, I imagine it almost looks frustrated, like, oh, okay.
Yes, he's cooking. He's cooking.
I was just staring at you.
Smell?
Luca draws his sword and like flips the end slightly at Kai, like pick it up.
Kai will pick it up.
Other hand.
Kai will toss it to the other hand.
You're ambidextrous, correct?
To a degree.
Then learning is good. We'll do both.
Kai will take up the stance that N has recently learned.
I guess because the process is so automatic, I tend to like thinking while I'm exercising.
Understood.
Okay. What is Audrey's perspective on this then?
All right, still holding the sword. Are we having Audrey come out doing drills?
You think I don't want a sword lesbian? Come on. With a rose on her chest, I'm living my Utena fantasies here.
Yeah. So, yep. Kai will
You will notice Audrey kind of looks like Utena. I'm just saying.
Yes, that's.
I have an agenda.
There was some intention there. Yes, we discussed this.
Right.
Yeah. So Kai will start shaking his head a bit, like he's shaking out his hair, and the hair will extend down his back and change hue to more of a dark reddish, plumish color. And then Audrey will appear.
Miss Audrey?
She swings the sword with like a punctual kind of swipe.
Yeah, there we go.
It's all about confidence. Well, I'm not getting murdered, but confidence first. Anyway. So, it's the apologetic soldier, clearly.
She swings the sword again.
If you presented this story to a gaggle of common folk, that's the one the majority would pick. So, by popular vote, that is the kind soldier. I mean, at the end of the day, that's what the craftsman would be told, right? You should feel lucky. The other soldier was there. So, if everyone says it's kind, right?
Gives Luca a big grin that is obviously duplicitous.
Yeah. Luca's smiling back at her like, yeah, okay, go on. Where's the butt?
I suppose my opinion is similar to Kai's.
Interesting.
Do you want to be kind so that others will regale your deeds? Because there's a particular way to do that. There's a particular way to play the system so you look kind. You don't actually have to be kind to the people you're directly affecting.
But I want to be.
Exactly. So,
she shrugs.
The apologetic soldier is wrong. The loud soldier, also wrong.
I missed having you around.
It has been a while, hasn't it?
Yeah. You should just come out for fun more. Kind of catches her sword playfully with his.
Well, if this is the company I'll be receiving.
I'll try not to leave you alone with Varys for too long. He can be a bit grouchy.
I'm sure I can manage.
Oh, I think Willow would appreciate seeing you as well.
I'll try to make my presence known.
Please do.
Gives a little smile.
You were made.
Like smacks your sword back.
You were made after Fail.
That's correct.
Hands.
You assisted in the endeavor. Thale is many years old at this point.
Do you have strong feelings about him?
Audrey just shrugs.
He's there.
Or do those kind of go away if the strong feeling goes away altogether for everyone?
He's not really something I think about.
Mm. Sorry, off topic.
Audrey shrugs.
I'm still learning, obviously.
Aren't we all, Luca Kernson?
Are you going to call me by my full name when we learn it?
If you want me to. Or if I'm
Sounds
very
so.
angry with you.
Oh, is that what's happening now? I do apologize, Miss Audrey.
As you should.
I think Luca sheathes his sword and offers his hand to Audrey.
Alright. Audrey will mirror the gesture, sheathing her sword, offering her hand.
Takes her hand and draws her in like a waltz formation, I suppose.
Oh, is that a certain someone's cue?
I would think so.
I wonder who it could be. Like I said, I don't think
That's-
about him very much.
Then just let your instincts take over, right?
That is the
He
lesson.
dips
of
her
the
down.
day.
As she says that as they go down, and then once you reach the furthest point of the dip, it's Thale now.
Welcome back.
Hello.
I did say we'd end on something sweet, so.
Oh, is that me?
Mhm.
Well, I'm flattered.
Brings him back up. Starts just idly stepping.
Yep, Thale follows along. Well,
What do you think?
I may be a little underwhelming by comparison.
Everything is useful for me.
Thale nods a bit. Well, I share in the opinion that neither of them seem particularly kind. But perhaps as an extension of that, if they wished to be kind, not in the court of public opinion or in a sense where they were kind to their fellow soldiers, then what I would recommend is if they wish to make a purchase from the craftsman kindly, that they should not have entered in uniform. They should have kept their identity as a soldier hidden, and thus they leave the intimidation at the door as well. Then their words, nor their apologies, nor their presence carries the same weight. They were all people first. Surely they can play the part for a half an hour of shopping.
I'm not surprised you would pick something so delicately related to fashion, let's say.
That is where I was born. The theater,
It suits you.
catching
Or
costumes.
you suit it. Is that how it works?
Well, I'm glad you think so.
You do recall, Thale, the saying, the clothes make the man.
Yeah.
So I need to stop dressing as though I'm a soldier, especially since I've been out of combat for so many years.
If that's how you wish to present. Which Correct me if I'm wrong, I do take it you would prefer to be a less intimidating presence. That does seem to be your entire... Makes kind of a hand at you. Oath?
That would be ideal. But instinct.
Yes, it's as much as the clothes make the man, so does the posture. And Thale kind of like pulls at your spine a bit, just to straighten you up.
I've been told I sit like one.
I'm sure that was drilled into you. Much as you are trying to drill into N the movements of a sword, it will take time and practice if you wish to present in an entirely different way. Maybe, perhaps, a good thing for you to do, a good exercise, is consider who you want to be. Maybe you don't have to discard the entirety of your teachings as a soldier, but it's better to have an aim than to be flailing in the dark. What do you want?
It's hard to consider letting go of the only things I have.
Well, that's why I'm saying you don't have to let go of it, Luca. Of course, you don't want to let go of something that is important to you, but you can grow from it. You can expand, you can flesh out what you want to be going forward. You don't have to leave anything behind. Like a tree growing over some ruins. The ruins will shape the roots of the tree. But the trunk...
Like me.
Let's just call you an influence. Perhaps a muse.
Oh.
But you see where I'm going with this.
Yeah. When there's a particularly bad season, it does embed itself on the rings of the tree, but provided the tree lives, that doesn't mean it stops growing. It just has the scars to reflect that bad season.
Precisely. And the longer it's allowed to grow, the more branches that it will stretch out, the more leaves, the more blooms, the more experiences, the more scars, but keeps growing, keeps changing, keeps blooming.
Mix shade. Or bark.
That would depend on what kind of tree it is. How much shade it
Find one.
provides, what kind of bark it provides. But to
What
grow
does this
in,
have to do with willow?
but to grow into a big, healthy, strong tree, it needs to be cared for.
Luca raises an eyebrow. Am I not big and strong?
You're missing the point.
I'm avoiding the point.
No. Well, if you want my opinion, my distant observations,
Distant. What was it you said about us in the poppy garden?
I don't know. What is it that I said?
Something a little more intimate than distant, I think.
Speaking specifically of what N has been observing.
Well, it comes from the same place, doesn't it? Isn't that what you just told me?
It does, but N and I have a little more detachment than the others.
Right.
Regardless, what I would say was your fatal flaw was that you approached like a soldier. Instead of a friend that values themselves in the way that a friend should value themselves if they care for another person. Or if you have a friend that cares for you, would it not make them sad if you were demeaning yourself, punishing yourself? It would not make them apprehensive if their friend suddenly acted as the loudmouth soldier barging into the craftsman's home. Would that not alarm them? In both ways.
Your argument has a fatal flaw.
Oh? Do tell.
Friend.
And where is the flaw?
I guess with me.
Well, and may have been inelegant in their delivery, but I do believe that they have mentioned to you that you are a friend.
And yes.
No, Luca. And Dale kind of wags his finger in Luca's face. I believe the argument was that you are Willow's friend, and what you have done has harmed them as a friend, because you are not treating them as a friend when they see you that way.
Is it that thing of if they didn't care, it wouldn't hurt so much?
I suppose that's an element. It's abundantly obvious that they care about you, Luca. So I'm sure it's not a terribly wonderful feeling when you throw yourself on a sword or suddenly become cold in their presence.
I think something else just clicked in Luca's head, and you can see the single gear turn.
At least it's turning. You know, I'll take it.
Yes!
Right.
What does it doctors say? Spoonful of honey helps with the medicine. Delivering bad news to a friend is always going to be difficult. But when it's a spoonful of bitterness, cold emptiness,
That doesn't taste very good.
yes, then the rest of the medicine will equally be affected.
And ideally, there'd be no medicine, because I would have not made them sick in the first place.
Well, yes, that's ideal, but sometimes these things happen. We can't undo what we've done. But I can't help but notice that the delivery could use a little more rehearsal. That's why I'm
Luca
suggesting.
seems charmed by that phrasing.
Yeah. That's why I'm suggesting, and Thale kind of knocks his knuckles on Luca's chest. Consider how you want to present. And let what comes naturally inform that, but not as a soldier, as a person. There are nuggets of it in there. I see it all the time.
It's hard to be natural around Willow.
Well, sometimes the hard things are worth doing. You know that, perhaps better than I do.
What was it you said? That's my oath.
As I understand it.
Suppose I haven't been a very good seeker to Willow.
Perhaps not, but they're still around. And you're only, 6 months into your oath? It takes time to train the reflex, the instinct. And from what I can observe, you've been given grace to learn. Why would Willow give you this entire fable, if not to teach you? If they didn't care?
I should talk to you more often.
I have been told I'm a good conversationalist.
Thank you.
My pleasure, Luca.
All of you. Luca pauses like he's just had a thought.
Theo raises his eyebrows inquisitively.
Slowly looks directly at his eye.
Theo is not going to cross his eyes, but just kind of stares back.
Do they have differing opinions?
They do. They quite often have some very good ideas, I might add.
Am I able to speak with them?
Theo kind of grits his teeth and leans away a bit.
No, that's fine.
Do you want to spot Willow and Varys in the distance now if Theo wants her?
Get me out of here.
Literally, I'm imagining like they gotta be coming back.
Yeah. It's been long enough.
I imagine them holding food and Willow's got that little scurry. Like maybe they lined up for food that took longer than they expected.
Yeah.
Like baked goods.
I want to eat.
Yeah, I might lean back
And
in
then
and
Willow's like, oh my very brisk timing. I need to go. Like that kind of like jog.
They might lean back in and like give Luca's like shoulder a firm hat, like maybe another time, and a smile, and then disengage. Because I kind of imagine they were in a loose kind of dance position that entire time, even though Theo was kind of borrowing his hand periodically to make gestures.
Well, if you were in the following position, you had a semi-free hand. So. Yeah.
Do you guys say anything quickly before Willow scurries aboard? Because it's going to be quick. Imagine.
Luca will give his hand a little kiss on the fingers and then put it on the side of Theo's head. Thank you for helping.
Right, we've got lunch and we should head out before the tide turns on us again.
Willow's going to say, like, rush past you guys. We are behind schedule. I compromised us a little bit more. And then I'll tell you about it on the sea.
That's our cue, I suppose.
Thanks for the dance.
All right. So let us set sail.
Oh my.
Immediately.
Oh my god. Guys.
On the continent map, it is 720 miles from Scairn to Blackrock in Orthoss. So, let's get right into the travel at sea procedure.
Could I ask before? Oh, I did mention that I'd give them a quick debrief.
Yes.
So I do think Willow's like the equivalent of the map being up on screen. Willow slaps the map down on the table and has shown you guys the detour, the route that we're now taking to Blackrock. 720 miles. How many days is that? For us at ideal circumstances, fastest
yes.
and yeah.
At top speed, assuming that you are traveling like 18 hours a day. About 8 days.
Holy shit. And that's at our fastest?
Yes, that's at your like top speed, basically.
Okay. So I imagine you guys have gathered you around the table. Willow is going to mention. So as I said outside, I suspect that we are being pursued. And if that's the case, then whoever comes to scan next will know that there was a shifter here with a boat by the name of Willow that is heading to Orthoss. That is our most recent development. Willow stops to laugh. They do look at Varys. What's Varys's face?
I think neutral but attentive.
So now more than ever, our head start is of the essence. We need to move, and we need to move fast. The fastest we could possibly get there is likely 8 days. However, on the way, we pass Port Verge. We have the pursuit on our tails, and we don't know whether it's going to come by sea or by sky, or now with En's new friend, perhaps from another plane completely. So, what else? And of course, we have all of the additional threats from the sea, the ship leech rather, and who knows what else could possibly happen. So we have to be both vigilant and intelligent about what happens next.
Well, I'll leave that to you then.
No. Whole crew.
Making a joke.
Willow looks at you all one at a time to check that you all kind of get it.
And
Our thoughts?
there's a little salute. Aye.
Our best bet for losing no time is to make sure we stick to the schedule. That means sleeping properly, eating properly, resting and taking care of the rigging like clockwork. He looks back to Willow for approval.
It's as the helmsman says. Work smart,
Luca raises
work hard,
his hand.
and we'll get there in a week. Willow, their voice cracks a little, and they slap the map on a wall. I think they've just like pinned it with something to the wall. It's the energy of pinning it with a knife.
I need to ask a question about the map.
Okay, Willow, we'll stop.
If we assume that our enemies are coming from this way, that is so hard to see.
No, oh, sorry, Willow will lay the map back out. Oh, no, actually, sorry, you can do this with it on the wall. We'll face it on the wall. Yeah.
If we assume that people are coming this way, isn't there the possibility that we will be meeting them as soon as we get to around here, the edge of the continent?
Possibly.
Is there a way we
Really?
can avoid that?
Well, at this stage, it's moving faster than them. Of course, if it's an airship, then, well, that's a lost battle already, but that's a whole completely different problem. But if it's Emma...
Did Khorvaire have a scroll of invisibility at all? And could we apply that to the ship?
No.
Damn.
We've had the conversation about invisibility and applying it to things like the ship. It doesn't work that way, unfortunately.
Damn.
Hey, quick question to Zeke. What would I think of with Emma traveling options that aren't airship?
Make a history check.
Oops. Guys, take the one on the one on the left.
Yep.
I didn't think it was going to be answer
20.
20.
I'll take it.
So, travel that is not necessarily an airship that could carry one person. You are aware that, especially in Ondare during the last war, there were aerial corps that used staves of flying, similar to like a flying broom in fairy tales, but like a little more streamlined, that sort of thing. They're not really designed for long distance travel. They would usually be for like skirmishing runs, but it's not impossible.
And I mean, hey, if they have access to that kind of stuff and they left a very talented artificer behind, then maybe. I think
It's
Willow's just
certainly
kind
a
of lost in
possibility.
thought. Yeah, it's not impossible. think Luca might hear Willow kind of lowly murmuring about like the aerial course staffs are flying, and I guess if Dorabelle wanted to do that, then she could. But I suppose it depends if Emma's down for that kind of thing. And I guess Gardenia. What method of travel would Gardenia have? He's also the option. So Willow's just gone off, and they're muttering to themselves.
And I suppose it depends on who is in pursuit.
It does.
Seems like the strategy is to focus on speed.
That's the one. The answer is the same, no matter what the pursuit may be.
Of course.
Keep our eyes on the sky, keep our eyes on the sea, and move as fast as we can.
That's the one.
And if all else fails, Varys can just make a really big windstorm, and we can
Trust,
away
I
it.
don't think we will be winning this one with wind power. No offense.
doing his best.
All that being said,
I have a question.
yeah,
What are we doing in Orthoss once we get there?
Oh, you're asking Willow that question.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm gonna say that Willow's left before you can ask, because that was a very like break. You know.
yeah.
Feel free to ask him later.
Okay.
No.
So, give me a navigation check.
Captain,
What's my navigation check again?
you have
Navigator's tools or survival.
I don't have them. Varys has them. I used something else.
I think it was survival with advantage.
With advantage? Okay.
Yes, because you're being assisted.
oh
Maybe.
double eights.
Okay, well,
That zaniness is having some effects.
I mean, it's been a minute. Okay, you know what I'm going to say? Willow doesn't travel to Orthoss by boat.
yeah.
That's true.
How do they don't really know the way by boat? They're figuring it out like any other person via the map.
Okay.
Used to having no landmass in the way, to be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah, used to traveling as the crow flies, as it were.
Or the pretty
Cool.
boy flies, whatever. I can be
Pretty
pretty.
boy's here on the boat. Gosh.
Me?
No, Willow.
Oh. I can be pretty.
Yeah, no one said you couldn't be. Fucking fix the the rigs, bro.
I'm doing it.
Okay, so, what pace are you traveling at? Full speed?
Past Port Verge, but we're not that close though. We're hugging the continent
Yes.
a bit.
Point Verge? Which one's Point Verge?
Port Verge, sorry, the shark.
Yeah,
over
yeah,
there.
yeah.
It's
Okay,
like
I thought
all
so.
the way on
That's
the
dire
other
shark
side
territory.
of. Yeah.
It's
So we're
most of
just
the
doing a-
boats that are heading there. You know.
Slingshot around.
Yeah.
I can move it.
No, you can't.
Be careful.
'cause It's not moved yet.
Forgot.
You can move it, but be careful.
Watch out.
So,
As fast as possible, I think, to go with the pace
yes,
that we
full
set.
speed.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So, first half of the day. We're this far. Let me just quickly.
What time do you think we set sail?
I would say like at the latest 10 a.m.
Latest.
cool.
Willow would like to leave earlier, but
You're probably out by like 9:30ish.
Okay, early start then. Good. I did wake up fairly early, so.
Okay. Cool. Good to know. So let's go down the rolls. We've determined what location you are on the map. We've done the weather. We've done navigation.
Yeah.
We're going to do random encounters a little bit differently this time around. I'm gonna have you guys roll a d6.
Who
All
wants
of
to
us?
roll?
All of us?
All of you.
Oh,
Okay.
Okay.
And the numbers will be on which days they occur in the week.
That's a 2.
Mm-hmm.
That's a 2. And that's a 2.
Oh,
What?
God. We're going to die on day 2.
Wow.
Can Varus roll as well, please? Just to
Yes.
see. Thank you. If he gets a 2, someone needs to give us $1,000. Damn it.
Dang
That's
it,
an upside
Varus.
down 2.
No, it's a 1.
Oh.
Okay. Cool. Okay.
Oh, that's
What's
the
wrong
one
with you?
now.
Yeah, that's today.
Oh my lord. Hey, give us a sec.
Well, this is statistically improbable.
Okay, mine is a 5 now because I'm big and juicy.
You can't do that.
I will let Luca.
It's a matter of
re-roll
Perspective.
once.
Can I roll?
Luca has like the sixth sense of we're gonna die, and flexes, and
I
the
asked
universe
my crow's
listens.
head, like, should I re-roll this dice?
Okay.
Okay,
well,
3. There we go. We got a
quick
1, 2, and
succession,
a
but
3.
it's not the same day.
Okay.
Could one of us re-roll because of the double? Is that
Nope,
alright?
Nope. That's one.
That's the one grace we were
If
offered.
it-
Nice.
Yeah.
Lucas got our nice boy counter. Right.
See, I got the 3 because it looks like my bottom.
Oh my god.
Or a kissy face.
Yeah.
Oh, your cleavage.
Yeah.
Cool.
Or your cleavage.
No, not really. That's really more like a 1.
Okay. So, first day of sailing, you're making good headway. Willow directing the course to head out of Scairn and towards Eel Bay. As you are sailing during the day, let's just quickly do some calculations. Somebody give me a perception check, whoever you think is on deck.
Is that not Willow? I don't know how sailing works.
I'm everywhere at once, baby.
Contain multitudes. I'm
I
clicking
mean,
on
you
the
take
floor.
turns.
Yeah. Yeah, everyone has turns on the deck, so it's really whoever. Do you want to roll initiative?
I'll do it.
Yes. Yeah.
What?
You go. You roll.
Yeah.
Perception, correct?
Yes, please.
Okie dokie.
You did use the spyglass.
Can I? Since that's a five?
You can borrow it.
Could you? Yeah, we'll hand the
You can
spyglass
borrow
over. Part of being efficient.
Looks through the wrong end, turns it around. That's a nat 20.
What?
It's like, whoa, I can see
Baby.
everything when I look through the right end of this thing.
So, En, you are scanning the horizon. Today is like relatively clear. The wind is nice. As you are sailing, you realize that below you in the waves, there are these like long trails of what you think is seaweed. Like these big sort of leafy wavering things of plant matter. I don't know if you would know what this is. Give me a nature check.
Yeah, no worries. Like, I'm thinking about what N knows, and I'm like, oh boy. Not fucking much.
You've never seen the ocean
Yeah,
before this
is-
month, right?
this is first. That's another 11.
My gosh.
I would
It's-
say on an 11, you think like this is what people call a kelp forest. Not that you know what that means or anything.
But if I had to guess,
It's
A
just
forest of kelp.
It's like lots of dense underwater plants, and as you are skimming the horizon, you see a splash in the distance, and you realize there is a little herd of it looks like horse-like creatures, but they've got almost dolphin-like tails that are frolicking in amongst the waves. You spot them from quite a distance away. I want to say like few hundred yards, like on the horizon.
I think En's gonna call to Luca and Willow, like, hey, come look at this. And probably pass the spyglass to Luca first, because En feels like Luca will enjoy seeing this.
I think he gets there before me anyway.
And he's like leaning over the edge, watching them, like, oh!
And then En's leaning over to Will, like, okay, so are they deadly though?
I think Will is somewhat distracted as they come outside. Can I say, Zeke, that I tinkered up my crossbow with the wand?
Not yet.
Damn. Okay.
You're in progress. You're like laying out steps for that. It's not been enough time for you to finish that.
Yeah, they've left it spread out on the table to come look, casually pick up the spyglass, have a look.
No, you have to take it out of Luca's hands.
Casually rip the spyglass out of your hands and have a look.
Yes. What are they?
Willow, if you would like to make a nature check.
Still better than me.
12.
Well, the 11 was for the...
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying in
kelp,
general.
but- yeah. So, on a 12, these look to be hippocamps. Seahorses. Looks like a family of about 5 of them.
They
Are
are
they dangerous?
just animals, creatures, what are they?
Yeah, they're basically just animals. They're a weird sort of magical hybrid that, by all accounts, should not really make sense for a regular marine creature, but you live in a world of magic, so...
Yeah. Oh, they're seahorses, but different. And we'll probably describe them. Hippocamps, seahorses, but not like the other seahorses. They are, well, like that.
They have a horse front and like marine animal back.
Willow might describe them like a horse mermaid, I suppose. Mer horse.
Right. And what's a mermaid?
Just enjoy the view. You know what a mermaid is.
Can we get closer?
We're en route, but also they're frolicking. What are we gonna do?
Luca's leaning over with the spyglass again. When?
Question: What is there anything we can do in this situation? Is this like a petting zoo moment, or is this like a don't disturb nature moment?
I think on a 12, you know that like some people do tame hippocamps, but these are obviously like wild animals. So it's more a question of like how close will they let you get to them?
I think. Look, Luca wants to, yeah.
Yeah.
I think Willow sort of rolls their eyes and says, "No harm in a detour," and they'll go inside and ask Varys to slow a little so that Luca can try to lean over and pat a hippocamp.
Yeah. Okay. Varys is going to make a stealth check. I would like, with the ephemeral chaos, I would like everybody else to also roll stealth.
My greatest weakness.
My armor's on, so can I have advantage?
Yes.
Hey, 16, 17.
Whoa, look at us!
Hey.
16, 17, 20, 17. Damn, we are a stealthy bunch.
So, you stay very, very quiet as the ephemeral chaos sort of like kills the engine a little bit and slowly approaches, just slowing ever so slightly, gliding on the waves until you're about 50 feet away from them. You can see the little herd. Looks like there's 3 adults and 2 little foals swimming around. Occasionally, like, they'll come up and with a big strand of kelp in their teeth and just like chew.
Luca is trying very hard not to let himself just jump into the water.
What happened last time he did that?
What would happen if he jumped into the water?
They'd probably flee.
Okay. So this is a
They
look, don't
are-
touch moment.
Yeah, they are generally quite skittish animals
Eh.
in the wild.
And doesn't have a lot of experience drawing animals, I don't think, but they're trying. It's probably a bit of a funky looking horse, but they're kind of trying to
It
draw.
always is. Right? Oh, that's so
No,
cute.
Rob's
I
pretty
do
good at
think-
drawing horses.
No. It always is to new artists to
Oh,
try
yeah.
and draw a horse.
A horse,
yeah.
Like,
yeah.
not always drawing
This
horses.
is Ed's first time trying to draw a horse, and it's it's going how you might expect. But they have a reference, so
Yeah. I also think, like, despite themselves, we'll look around, like, do a big spyglass look around to make sure no one's, like, behind them, but they also kind of lean over and look. They're like, this.
Are they friendly?
What? Is Luca talking, or is that a Sarah
Yes.
question? What did Luca
Luca's
ask?
asking Willow, are they friendly?
They're animals.
Well, you know, some animals are mean.
Only if you're mean to them.
don't steal their kelp, and maybe you'll be fine.
I think I can do that.
Okay. I imagine we just do the zoo thing and
Yeah.
Luca
You
watches
basically
them as the
have
boat
a
starts
safari
going.
moment
Yeah.
Yeah.
where it's like you're just watching these animals for a good 20, 30 minutes.
Mm. Well, we can probably throw food to them. I guess, like, pick up some kelp that's nearby. But that doesn't feel like it's going to be nice.
Yeah.
No, he doesn't
Splat.
want to scare them.
Yeah.
Just hits one of the
So we
babies
just
in the
let-
face with a.
No!
That's
It's a
why we're
horror
not
image that
doing it.
Luca
I'm
gets
giving
in
an
his mind.
example of why we're
Yeah.
not doing that.
Nah,
He would
we can just
cry.
watch. That's the beauty of nature. It's there to respect, etc., etc.
Do you think they know that I
Haunts.
love them?
Probably.
Good.
Hearts in your eyes say it all.
By the way, is the elk still here or have you dismissed it?
I was gonna say it's still here because it's like a lookout.
Just standing at
Okay.
the front of our boat, just like stoic.
Yep.
We just have the
Yeah.
elk at
Yeah.
the front of our boat.
I think in that case, it is the elk that breaks the spell and, like, does a little snort
Aw.
to get Luca's attention. The hippocamps, like, twitch their little fin-like ears, or ear-like fins. It's hard to tell. And suddenly notice your presence after you've been, like, near to them for a while, and they dive back down under the water.
Goodbye. I love you. I love you too, he says, getting up and going over to the elk. Are you jealous?
Does a little and like noses in for pets.
Oh my god.
Yeah. I love you
He
too.
gets like Luca for real.
Like Anne and Willow are watching this with a certain
Look at each other.
expression. Yeah.
Oh man.
Cool.
Fire us back
That's
up.
your random
comes from-
encounter for the day.
That's nice. Thanks, Varys. You got us a nice random encounter.
Not all random encounters are bad.
I know. Jellyfish are good, right, Luca? Right?
Why would you say that? I love jellyfish. I don't remember anything about what you're talking about.
Anyway, so continuing travel at sea procedure. Consume rations and water for the day.
Oh, we bought some though. I think Varys and I bought some food for today.
Yes.
Oh, so fresh fruit, not rations.
Yes, but just so we know, I'll say plus fresh food, and I'll take away the money later.
So, what is the watch shift?
Let's go
think our usual-
alphabetical.
No, I think the
wait,
useful
no.
one would be that we do dark vision time and you don't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait.
So,
Yeah.
so
I
you
forgot.
either
That's
take
the dawn shift.
Yeah, dawn shift.
Yeah. And that works with me. I wake up early.
Yep. I'm happy to have one of the loopy shifts. I think N would also benefit from a loopy shift, so maybe Varys can have the first shift.
Okay.
He's old.
So Varys Willow and Luca.
He's got them old eyes. Yes.
Yep.
Okay. Cool. In that order, give me perception checks. So Varys will start. Average.
You can still do a lot with average.
Willow?
Just take my advantage off for once. Slightly above average.
Mm-hmm. N?
Great. Below average. That's a 3.
Wow!
Can the elk give me help, or does it roll on its own?
The elk can help.
Okay, so I can do an advantage roll.
Yes.
Perception.
See, Theo, why can't you be like this for me?
No, 14.
Wow.
We're not doing great.
That's fine.
We're all like tense. Luca's thinking about the hippocamps.
And thinking about something they're avoiding, which is probably why the 3 propped up.
Oh my god, a 3!
You just noticed
I thought it was a 13!
Nah, man.
Oh, thank you for the thank you for trying to apply hope to this situation, but no, it's a 3 and is avoiding their own brain, which also means they're avoiding keeping proper watch because it gets all messed up in the crossfire.
Did you
Anyway,
not hear the pep talk? Gotta make sure we're in our A game.
Bro, you were so, like, buzzed while you were giving that pep talk.
that was Theo, that ain't me.
No, Willow. Willow giving their captain's pep talk was,
Whoa.
like, the most anxious-sounding pep talk.
I mean, you heard it, though.
Anyway,
Yeah, we heard the anxiety.
Damn, bitch! Fuck, okay.
I'm kidding.
is that how it goes, Zeke? How we do?
Yeah, tell us.
I say with my shaking arm. How'd I do?
You're fine. Nothing untoward happens. I think, Willow, at one point you spot another hippocamp briefly come up to, like, snort, look around, and then submerge back under the water.
We'll send Fish Dog to liaise with it. Fish Dog
I think
to
as soon
fish horse
blinking or
communication.
glowing, the hippocamp shies away. They are very skittish animals. Have you ever tried to interact with like a wild deer or a feral horse? It's just not. They won't. Okay, so let's move on to the next day, 22nd of Larvion.
Holy shit.
One step closer to the Orthoss, and I'm about to break.
I'm going to say that Varys takes a turn to do the navigation for a day. So let me. So Varys gets to add another 2 to this plus a d4. Willow is assisting him, so that's a 12, and then
A 16.
okay, so it's 16.
Wow. Nice.
Cool. Varys realizes that you have wildly overshot and gone too far south yesterday.
Oh no.
Oh. That's hilarious. South? We couldn't even be going south, like, east? Gosh.
We did like
Literally
a
speeds in the wrong direction.
instead. We went this way instead of going that way. You know.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, that's embarrassing.
No, that's okay. Willow, I think Willow, when they're looking at it with Varys,
It's fine. They won't expect it. That's our
Zigzag.
when Emma would
So
would never be
routine.
that stupid. Willow like, oh, sorry. I think Willow says quietly to Varys, pardon me, it looks a bit different from the sea.
It happens to the best of us. Cool. Weather roll. Who wants to roll for weather today?
Yeah.
Luca.
I was gonna say, can the steed? But
Luca,
that
I was gonna say
doesn't
Luca roll, so you go.
Is that a which one? D10? D20? I can't
D20.
remember. Yeah, yeah.
D20,
Yeah.
with sometimes an additional D10.
A thief.
Clear sky, light wind.
Yay!
okay.
At least the weather's good.
Well, it was cloudy. Actually, we probably want
Cover?
obscuring. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
Now let's just get in the right direction first.
Wow. Yeah.
Cool.
Have you ever tried to navigate in snow? It's
that
awful.
and do you want to give the elemental a persuasion check to try and boost your speed a little more?
Yeah, I think especially all things considered. I'll give it a shot. 19.
Hey.
Ooh, nice.
Hey, very nice. Yes, I'll say you get another speed boost, so you're able to
Hey, buddy.
make up for lost time
Need to pick up the pace.
and
I'll
get
give
back
you a
on
spell
course.
slot.
No, literally.
She
Honestly,
was a
N
treat.
might can N give it a spell slot and then take a short rest?
Yep.
Like, can N do that?
Yes.
Yay.
And saw Willow do it, so they just try to do the same, just to give it that little extra spice to get us in the right direction, because speed is imperative, and we just went in the wrong direction. Not even like at a diagonal, like literally, we turned around and walked to another neighborhood in the opposite part of Sharn.
Okay.
Oh
I get
my
it.
god, no. Okay, if you're a driver and you come into like a suburb from the a suburb you don't know from a different direction, it is wildly disorientating. Like,
Yeah, no, it's fine, it's normal. I just want to get us back on track, because
Yeah.
danger.
It's like literally like you did go you did have to leave southeast, you just overshot the south
Yeah. No, it's
more
fine.
than the east.
Yeah.
But now, by the end of the day you will be back on track. So
Yeah.
no worries.
good job, gang.
High five. That's what we have. A
Definitely
crew.
won't hit the side of the continent now. You're safe.
So now I get to roll for 2 random encounters.
Handshake N.
Good luck.
Anne and Willow, please roll me a D12 each.
Okie dokie.
12.
That's a 10.
That's 7.
Okay. All right. Cool. Good to know.
We're gonna die again. Oh god. I know it's.
Just don't fall in the water and we'll be one step ahead.
Maybe I'll
Okay.
get to see a hippocamp before I die.
Okay. All right. I know what we are doing today. So, who do you think is on deck keeping watch in sort of the morning to noon shift?
Keeping watch?
Yeah, like
Because
Yeah, I feel like
there's somebody always like on the keeping an eye on the horizon sort of thing.
yeah, my feeling is Luca might be in the kitchen around those kind of
Yeah.
hours. So it's probably a toss up between N and Willow. If Willow wants to continue tinkering downstairs and is happy to stand on deck.
it might be useful for me to tinker while I can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Try and get my things done.
Oh yeah. Also, in that case, Willow, give me either an Arcana check or a Tinker's Tools check.
Is this to incorporate a wand into my existing weapon?
Yes.
I must say Tinker's Tools. I think this is a
Okay.
fish. Well, I don't know if that works, but I think fish dog would be helping.
Yes. In which case, you are allowed to roll again.
Whoopsie. What?
Relatedly, can the steed give other people help, or is it just me? Because it's like
It can
connected
help
to me.
other people. It can do the help
Okay,
action.
cool.
So N
Okay.
and the steed can be watching.
Yeah,
Looking
that's
out.
what I was gonna say.
Okay.
It's mainly there to act as a sentry.
And
Yeah.
probably as the spyglass if they're designated watch out too, so
Yeah.
Yeah, but you guys can watch
Extra
both
help.
sides of the ship in
Yes.
that case.
Yeah.
So N rolls with advantage, and the steed also rolls.
Nice.
Cool. On a 16, I'm gonna say it's a little bit slipshod.
Mm-hmm.
Not bad, not unstable, but what you have essentially done is like just attach
Sticky
the
tape.
wand to the crossbow. You've done it nicely with like little like leather strap sheaths. So, but it's basically you've just stuck it on the side.
Okay. So it's not incorporated, but it is integrated kind of thing. Yeah. Or maybe the
Yeah.
flip side. It'll do. I think Willow's working in a bit of a hurry. Function over fashion
But
this
now.
time. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Willow
kind of
in 2 weeks,
a quick
maybe.
fix situation. You'll iterate on it and improve it, but for now it's like an easy way to just have it all in one.
Yep. That's fine. As long as it can be drawn in one, quick drawn, that's
Yeah.
fine.
Okay. All right, and give me perception check with advantage, and Luca, give me a steed perception.
Okey-dokey.
Speed rolled a 19.
That's a 12.
Ooh.
You're
Oh,
11
that's four.
You haven't gotten out of year 6 this whole round.
I got a nat 20 on the horses, the seahorses.
Okay. My precious babies. I drew one in my. That's the first picture I've drawn in this book of the
Aw.
seahorses.
That seems accurate.
Cool. All right. So, I'm going to say that on a 19, the steed does a little like shriek and stomp to alert the others that it sees something. So, Luca, you get a ping of like, I see something off the bow of the ship in this direction.
Oh,
Lucas
And-
stops.
and it'll certainly make their way around hearing the elk shriek of all things. It's like, yeah, if anything was going to get my adrenaline pumping, that was it. What's up?
Yeah. Sort of a friendly sound.
Yeah, the last time I heard it, it was leaping out of the dark woods to eat me, so, I have certain baggage anyway.
Can someone roll me a d4, please?
Whoever gets to it first.
I'll do it.
Mim got to it first.
Okay.
3.
I'm just going to set something up real quick.
Yeah, we're gonna die. That's the sound of setting up combat to kill us.
Not necessarily.
You can't make me kill one of those seahorses, just so you know.
It's not a seahorse.
Okay.
This ain't your grandpa's seahorse.
So, in the distance, you spy where the elk is pointing to. There is a sudden whirlpool in the waves. I want to say maybe 100 feet or so away from you guys, as a whirlpool splashes forth, and a like almost disembodied wave seems to grow separately out of it, with little wisps of icy air. And it is careening towards you guys. It will collide with you at some point.
Varus?
Let's have you guys quickly roll some initiative.
Yeah.
Barris, what do your elf eyes see?
Just straight, or should we be waiting for tokens to select?
Let me pull you onto the map.
Oh no. Oh no. Ooh, I'm so fast.
Damn.
You're so fast. Less fast.
All right. Average, as one could say.
Oh, I rolled a 19. Good job, Luca.
Yeah, you don't usually roll those.
No, I don't.
I was downstairs. Ugh.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Yeah, you still got
Good luck.
advantage on initiative, though, don't you? Or something?
Oh,
From
I
your
do.
sword?
You're right.
Oh god, where's that cap? Where's that breathing cap? I need it.
I have a ring of swimming. I'll.
Oh, true. No, I would have given you guys all your things, by the way.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, just while the weapon is on your person, you have advantage on initiative rolls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're
And
pretty
in
dang
30
good, but if you want to
feet,
roll again.
You can't be surprised. So
You might
Yeah.
nat 20, so.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
it go.
true. And I was going to say, probably yesterday, sometime after the briefing, and you got a wand of entanglement.
Yes.
Luca got a hat, and Varys got a pat in the back.
All good.
Thanks for your money, Uncle.
No wait, I would have given the Varys the cap. I would have felt real bad if I
No, don't
he
give
didn't
him the
get it.
cap.
Just
You
keep
give
the
him the
cap.
potions and stuff that you
Willow
got.
gave
Just
the
keep
cap
the cap
to
so you don't
you.
drown. Yeah, well,
Nope, 19's good.
Yep.
Okay.
I mean, you're in the same spot, so
I want to very quickly paste the steed onto the deck, because roll initiative for that as well, unless it takes...
Unless it's chilling.
let's see. Does it have initiative, or does it take? I think.
Cool. Steed goes after Willow.
Nice.
All
She
right.
starts running towards Willow.
I misinterpreted that. Like, huh?
That's what I'm telling you.
Ooh.
So, Luca and Anne, you have been alerted to the presence of whatever these things are. Make either an Arcana, Nature, or Perception check to determine what these are just before we go into initiative.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with perception because my others are dismal.
I'm going Arcana.
Yeah, that sounds right. I got an 8.
Nat 20!
Hey!
Hey, you know what these things are because you've seen them before, admittedly in a different form. That's a water elemental in the middle, but the other things surround it are ice methods.
Oh.
Similar to the
Oh.
dust methods that you fought way back when.
Yeah! Oh my gosh.
They are little
Memories.
elementals.
Okay, and they seem pissed off at us.
It's more like they are wild forces of nature that will wreak havoc regardless of what you do.
Yeah, I'm interpreting that as
So you
pissed
can
off.
either try and flee or face them.
Can I relay this information to Luca in this bullet time,
Yes.
or
Yes.
And just quickly, is killing them bad?
No.
Can we knock them unconscious and just like walk away?
Also no.
they're made of
Oh.
water and ice?
Quick
Can we
question:
melt
will they
them?
follow? Probably. That might be it.
What?
Will they follow? Is this a thing where they follow you?
You don't know.
Okay.
Can we catch them?
Do you have anything to catch them with?
I guess not.
Cool.
Willow?
So, Luca on deck.
It's your turn, Luca. What are you gonna do?
What do I do?
You can hold an action, or
Should we be fleeing? Should we be running away?
I mean,
One of you guys could ask. Oh no, go.
yeah. My first instinct was if it's a force of nature, let's just try to make some distance and go around. If it starts following us, yes, then we have to start coming up with some contingencies to fight them off. But if they're just gonna leave us alone, if we give them a wide berth, let's start with that.
Yeah. Okay, and then one more question. Is this in our path or behind us?
It will intersect with your path.
Okay. Point at Varys. turn us around. Ish. 45. Thumbs up.
Just doing a bunch of gesticulating, like full body.
Okay.
Do you want to tell either of us what's going on?
Oh, Varys and Willow. There's an elemental.
Cool. Do you want to ready in action?
Yeah. Yeah. I'll just draw my sword for now, just to be safe.
Okay.
Sword and shield.
Do you want to
sword and
take
board.
the dodge action, which means that
Yes.
anything will have disadvantage on hitting you?
Yes.
Okay, cool. You dodge. So, Willow.
Hi. So I've heard news that there is elemental.
Yeah,
there are elementals.
Yes, you're like just coming up the stairs as this is happening.
Okay.
So you start your turn here.
Here being where I'm standing.
Yes.
You guys are wearing your lifelines, yeah? You remember your... I'm sure if you weren't, you are now.
Yes.
I mean, I just
Luca,
ran
please.
onto the deck, so...
And would be,
Then
but
I
N
sincerely
is,
hope
for
that
sure.
during your turn, you went, my teachings, and put on a lifeline.
I'm not sure he did.
Oh, whatever. Oh my gosh. Okay, I think... Okay, looking from my history with the elementals, I know that Willow's going to tell Varys, floor it, basically. But, what do I know about attacking them?
Give me either a nature or arcana check.
9. Wow, that seems highly... Okay, yep.
Well, how easy is it to stab water?
Yeah.
You can stab ice.
These just like frost, yeah? They're like...
The little methods are ice and frost, yes.
Let me just look up the spells I had equipped. That's okay. Oh, yeah, and I'm still... Wait, am I still in Infiltrator mode, or have I switched over to Guardian?
Would you have any
Well,
reason
you
to
used
switch
it
over to
yesterday.
Guardian?
Oh.
I use stealth.
Because you can switch it
Mm,
you can switch it anytime you take a long rest.
Yeah, probably not, and that's okay. I mean, I've got lightning launcher and all that here, and that surely works with water.
Resistant to lightning.
Yeah, I think Willow's going to, in this turn, I'm going to prepare. Well, I mean, hey, wait, do I have any reason to believe that my magic missile wouldn't work against these?
Nope.
Cool. I'm going to run up to Varys and tell him, floor it, and prepare magic missile.
Okay. If they get in range, or...
If they get in range, yeah.
Okay, what's the range on magic missile? The map isn't big enough, so this is where they're arriving at the start of their turn.
My range is 120 feet.
Yeah, they're already in range then. So if you wanted to shoot
And
them already,
They're already
you can
coming
lean
our
out
way?
and Yeah.
We have open
Okay.
windows.
No,
You can
yeah,
open
this
the
is a
windows.
window. No, I was going to attack on my next turn thinking they were further away, but if they're already like encroaching, then yeah, Willow's going to lean out the window and test their new weapon.
Cool.
I think Willow's going to pull out the gun, lean out the window. Gun. We're calling it a gun, and you know what I mean when I say it. Willow pulls out their firearm, leans out the window, and will fire 5 magic missiles from the wand. I do think that this looks slightly different in that it seems to, while Willow's magic missile seems to come from some place, like, it comes from the palm of their glove, almost like I've described it as internal becoming external, or like skittering across all of the circuitry of their armor. This one, like, clearly starts with like a glow at the base, a glow at the gun that fires. It feels a bit more explosive, I think.
Yeah. Okay. Roll for 5 darts of magic missile. I'm assuming 1 to each.
Yeah.
2, 5, 4, 2, 2.
Okay, cool. So, one of them gets hit with a 4, and the main elemental will get hit with a 5.
Thank you.
Cool. It's like sort of a scatter shot that like homes in, and all of the missiles strike simultaneously
Ooh.
on each of their
Pull it back
targets.
and, ooh.
Cool.
Look
So
at Cole,
mark
show
down
off.
that you have 4 charges left.
Yep.
Cool. Steed's turn. I think it will ready an action, I guess.
Yeah, not much to do for the moment.
Cool. I'm assuming it'll just like attack whatever comes closest.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, well, I mean, if Willow's shooting at them, I might as well shoot at them. If I'm taking a page from Willow's book. Yeah, so I may take a little step back, because I don't know what they could do. But Eldritch Blast has a long reach, so... yeah, I think I'm just gonna...
how long is the reach on Eldritch Blast?
120 feet.
Okay, I'm gonna say that you need to step 1 step closer to be within range.
Let's go back to where I was then.
Sorry.
It's fine, it's fine. I only see what I can see. But yeah, that's fine. I'll just shoot them first, and then I'll move. Yeah, so
Cool.
I'll go for the big one if I can. Is that something I can like aim
All right.
for
Yes.
reasonably?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. These are separate creatures that you can separately aim for.
Yeah. Cool. Well, I'll give it a shot. Haha. 14.
Let me Google check. Yes, that hits.
Hey, that's
Ooh.
11 force damage on the first hit.
Very nice.
And we'll go again with the other hand. The 12.
Does not hit, I'm afraid.
Yeah.
Glances off the surface of the water.
It's hard to hit water.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah. And then I'll take a step back.
Yes. All right. The elementals have spent all of their movement getting this close to you. I think in that case, because you've just attacked it, it will dash.
Oh.
So, carrying the methods with it. Yep, it'll just wash right up on
Oh my god.
the situation.
Oh lord.
just say, If Luca
coming.
called me a show off and I'm leaning out the window with my firearm, can I also be like, put your lifeline on?
I mean,
Cool.
it'll be my turn soon.
Yep. Luca, I'm going to need you to make a
Oh god.
Again.
real quick strength saving throw
Oh.
as the water elemental washes over you.
16.
You save. You are standing firm.
Lucky.
Cool.
And entirely wet, I'm assuming?
Oh, yes. You've been
Oh,
soaked.
it's soaked. Yep. Sounds about right.
And that's the water elemental's turn. It's Varys' turn. He just, like, he's about to put the chaos into high speed and is like, sees this washboard and is like, should I still floor it?
Captain?
I'm trying to think if there's any reason why not.
I mean,
Can we shake them off if we like...
Yeah, I feel
Yeah.
like it's just more fun that way. So I think Willow's going to say, I said what I said.
Okay. Cool. Yeah, in that case, the ephemeral chaos Varys will do his best to turn the ephemeral chaos very rapidly.
Oh wait, turn.
As in, like, to change its trajectory. It does not turn very quickly.
These 8s are really screwing us over today.
Yeah. So I don't think there's any role for anybody to, like, hold on. The wind's not that strong, so. Here we are. Cool. Varys is focusing on the ship.
Mm-hmm.
Ice Mephit turns.
Ooh.
Wasn't
Willow,
me, it
you
was
still
him.
leaning out that? Willow, you still leaning out that window?
Yeah, probably to. Oh, I would have ducked in when they washed aboard.
The window's still open, though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so.
Water can go through open windows too.
This is about to be the worst hail
No,
of
I
your
know.
life. Or maybe second worst, I won't make that assumption.
Willow would have at least tried to guard themselves from the initial like splash, so it all goes in and I don't just get a face full of water while yelling at Luca.
Yeah. Cool.
I got a face full of water while you yelled at Luca.
That's a Luca problem.
Willow, give me a dexterity saving throw.
10.
That's
Goodbye.
just enough
Oh,
to take half damage.
what?
But you do take. You take. Two cold damage as the Mephit exhales a 15-foot cone of cold air directly into your face. You manage to like duck behind the worst of it, but you feel a cold winter of icy, freezing sleet and water wash over you. Luca, do the same?
What was it? A dex save?
Yes, please.
12.
Also succeeds.
Hell yeah. Half damage.
Same roll.
You also take 2.
2.
I think this one will have moved a little bit out of N's way so it doesn't catch its allies in... Actually, no, it doesn't matter because they're immune to cold damage anyway, I think so. Are they immune or just... Yes. So N make 2 dexterity saving throws.
Oh, wow. Give me a challenge. That's a 5
Oh, wow.
and a 12.
Well, 1 succeeds.
Uh-huh, yep. Hit me.
So for the 5, you take 4 points of cold damage.
Mm-hmm.
With the 12, you take 2 points of cold damage.
That could have been worse.
All right. Luca, your turn.
Okay. I'm going to use my bonus action to cast magic weapon.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then I guess attack the elemental. I guess.
Which one? The big
yeah,
one or
that's a good
the
question.
smaller
The
ones?
big one. The big one.
Okay. Roll to attack, please.
What is that extra? Yeah,
Shit.
21.
Not that you need it.
Yeah.
That definitely hits for
Yeah.
12 magical slashing damage. Very nice.
Yeah.
Second attack?
Oh yeah, I do that now. I am so
You
strong.
sure do.
Damn.
Another 21.
Wow.
Yep, okay. Yeah. 2 big hits. You, cut into the water, whacking, sea foam out of its form. Willow, your
Does it-
turn.
Does it seem like it's injured by that?
Yes. It is
Okay.
not happy about it.
Okay. That's fine.
The magic is
Oh my god, I
disrupting
forgot to tie
its-
my lifeline.
Ken.
I used my bonus action.
You already did that, so
Okay. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I used it on magic missile.
yep.
Luca clicks at the end of this turn, like, oh.
Okay, I. You know what? We might as well keep in the spirit.
If you hit me in the back of the head, I swear to God.
No, trust. There's a lot of
My
spells
head's
that I
been
have to
through
look.
enough.
I have to look past because it's going to impact all of you guys there. Just
Sorry, we're
loitering.
clustered.
Yeah,
It's
you
fine.
can just. I'm beefy. I can handle it.
I'm not.
No, I'm not gonna attack while you guys are there. I have spells that are like AoE stuff. Anyway, I'm going to
You can
you
do
know
like
what? For the sake of scientific,
like
for the sake of
this.
scientific, I don't have a cone thing. For the
Okay.
sake of scientific experimentation, I'm going to use my regular magic missile,
Mm-hmm.
but it's still channeled through the firearm.
Mm-hmm.
And kind of mostly these two right in front of me. The one that's approaching Luca from behind, two at the one in front of me, and one at the one behind it.
Okay. Roll 2 damage.
Nice.
5, 4, 4.
Nice.
That's pretty good.
That's
Cool.
a
So one of
9
them. Yep.
and a -4 to one of them. Very respectable damage.
Yes. And I think Willow's sort of. No. Okay, I'll stay here. I might sort of come close to the Varus just so I can see out the front and see how they're faring.
Like sit on the couch and just lean over.
No, the window that he looks at. But yeah, also I will say again, like the difference between the two magic missiles, the first one quite explosive, the second one very streamlined. It goes through Willow's hand, through the gun handle, out the barrel, very like zippy, as opposed
Yep.
to a more.
The difference is
Light
that you
explosion.
feel the drain.
Yeah, there's that too.
Cool. Steed's turn.
Okay, I have a question. Can the steed fit in this area here?
Just barely.
Also, did the
So-
steed hold an action?
It did, but like nothing
The
came
time
close
passed.
enough. So.
Okay, just wanted to
Yeah.
touch on that again.
Okay, so I could have my steed do a trampling charge. Can it go
Yes.
through me like that?
You will also be hit by the trampling charge.
Luca gets punted off the ship by his own steed.
You could have it hit the two methods in front and then like reposition, but
Can it hit both of them?
yeah.
Okay, yeah, let's do that. How do I do that? A creature.
Cool. Roll to hit with the hooves.
18.
Ooh.
That definitely hits that first one. Does the steed have multi-attack or just one attack?
I believe just one attack.
Okay, in which case it can only hit one at a time.
Yeah.
But roll for damage, and then the method needs to roll a strength saving throw. Cool, 10 bludgeoning. Massive fail, and also it is in fact vulnerable to bludgeoning damage. So the steed charges forward, stamps its hooves, and the ice method immediately bursts the
Ooh.
steed, and nobody else needs to make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, it's the ice that it explodes with,
Yes.
like a Zelda choo-choo.
Yeah. Nice.
Nice job.
Yay, elk!
Yay.
Can the elk give me a dexterity saving throw, please?
Oh, big boy. How does it do saving throws?
Just roll. If it doesn't have a specific save,
Yeah.
just roll the stat.
Ooh, that's a 5.
There's a lot of elk tit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's in like a corridor, basically.
Yep. Okay, cool. So the elk takes 6 slashing damage as jagged pieces of ice splinter into its fur.
Okay, cool. Not
So-
cool.
Ooh, I forgot someone. Fish dog in here.
Fish dog can't arrive.
Yeah.
And your turn.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna try and use Dissonant Whispers on the big water elemental to try and get it off of our ass.
Makes sense. What does it need to roll?
It needs to roll where is it? A wisdom save.
Okay.
That's a fail.
Oof.
Cool.
Mm.
So 3rd level Dissonant Whispers, please.
Yeah, he's coming.
Third level.
Yeah, that's
Yep,
just automatic for warlocks.
Wow.
Whoa.
Whoosh.
That's a lot of dice.
En and Luca have many dice.
Except
So
for my
that's a
small
total
spells.
of 18 damage, and the water elemental needs to use its next turn to flee from you as far as possible.
It must immediately use its reaction, if available, to move as far as its speed allows away from you.
Okay.
So I think Luca
Cool.
gets an attack of opportunity if it moves.
Mm.
This is true.
Yeah.
Cool. It uses its reaction to swim away from you as far as possible. Luca, make your
Hit
attack
that
of
ass.
opportunity.
Eight.
That's
Wow.
a 24.
Cool. You do another 7 slashing damage on its way out.
And you see En's eye kind of flash, and then the thing starts moving away as if spooked.
It sure moves fast. It has a swim speed of 90.
Damn.
Whoa.
Zoop.
Oh, it's like gone.
I'm out.
I'm dealing with these
Yeah.
humans. What the fuck?
The Mephits are like, boss, hey, boss.
Yeah, you've reduced it to, I think it's half HP, so it is thoroughly discouraged and leaves. The water elemental is no longer on the battle map. Rare says, well, that's one way to solve it.
Willie gives a very victorious little grin for En. Oh, thank you.
And grins back.
I think what Varys is going to do is... Yeah, he can get this far. He will bonus action lock the steering into position and then run out on deck and cast Gust of Wind at these two ice methods. Just try and blow them off.
Hey, Zeke, what does it look like when he casts Gust of Wind?
Oh, and might get slightly clipped.
That's fine. Hit me.
They have their lifeline on it. It's
yeah.
fine.
Yeah, I can take
Yeah.
it, unlike Luca.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
can take it. Can't take it.
Cool. So the methods need to make strength saving throws. Fail.
Wow.
That one's stubborn.
Succeed.
That one's frozen to the deck already.
And make a strength saving throw.
Oh, good for
Oh
me.
gosh.
Okay. It's a 9.
Oh no.
Ooh, goodbye.
Cool.
I'm holding on to
We've
my
already
You are
established
earning your lifeline.
Yeah, I'm holding
Varys
on to
can
it.
knock them off.
So, you are pushed. Varys is directing the line like roughly this way.
It's just Willow sees and grin in victory and then just gets blown away.
Oh gosh.
Like a turd in the wind.
That's what they call me.
He accidentally clips you with the Gust of Wind spell. You fly back 15 feet. And are basically dangling on the edge here.
We're going up full
Usually, like-
pelt.
Yeah, like, well,
Literally, like just a
you'd
leaf
be
that's been
just
picked
over
up and thrown.
road. This also one would get blasted that way.
You're ready, yelp.
Oh, there they go.
We were making cool guy eye contact. And whoop.
Yeah, sure is cool
And
now.
Varys is like, oops.
Luca sees it and fly by.
Yeah.
Cool, it's the Ice Method's turns now.
And
that
is N
one
in the
is-
water? Or skimming?
I think they just got skimmed into the water. They have swimming, and like their lifeline is preventing them from being blown out to sea, let's say.
No, I'm saying are they are they in the water?
Are they dangling?
Yeah, I wasn't sure if it was a dangle at the side kind of thing or if they are like immersed.
Yeah, how long are the lifelines? How much leeway have we got for comedy?
I want to say like 20 feet.
So depending on where I'm attached, I could be underwater.
Yeah.
I'm both still going.
Yeah, no, I feel like
floor it. And's like, okay, we jump.
Cool. Mephit's turns.
Hey, girl.
Let me roll some d6s. See if any of them get their breath weapon back. Ah, yes, middle one does. That's good.
Uh-oh.
Cool. So, this one over here will attack Luca with its claws. Miss. This one will approach Varys and use its frost breath. Varys takes half damage from 2d4. 4 damage! That's a big icy blast.
yeah,
Ooh, damn.
he's angry.
Freezing cold. Cool. And this final one will try and swipe at N, I
Yeah.
guess, because you're the closest thing.
Kick a man while he's
You
down.
both got blasted away.
Okay, that's a miss.
The way it just
Yeah,
very
breezed over the
gently
nat 20, I saw it.
20.
Come on.
Miss.
So
Okay.
mean.
And sees it
Cool.
like coming and like ducks back under the water at the last second.
Yeah. Luca.
Okay. Definitely gonna try and hit this little guy.
Go for it.
Oh, wow.
I think that still hits.
Yeah, does a 12
The-
hit? What is the extra one?
The 12 does hit. It's the magic weapon +1.
Right. So
12 does hit, so that's minus, and then second attack minus 12. Give me a dexterity
Dex save?
saving throw as it death bursts.
Oh. 13.
So, okay, so you take half damage.
Okay. How many shards are in my face?
1. You get 1 sliver.
Half of one.
Half of 1, minimum 1. So, minimum damage is 1
Little
damage.
scratch on your cheek. Little sexy scratch on your cheek.
Oh, yeah, me.
I take it back. You don't get it now.
What the fuck was that?
Willow.
Hi. Bad. That went really south really fast, but that's fine. Let me just check something real quick. What's my range? Oh, hell. I might as well keep using my thing. I can shoot from here as long as I can see them, yeah?
Yes.
Okay. But I can't see the one that's within.
I
I could move out though.
It-
I'll move. So how far can I move? Huh?
Yeah, you can move 30 feet.
Oh, cool. Well, I don't need to be right in front of it, so I'll go around where the anchor is.
Okay.
Whoopsie. That's not me. Yep. Okay. I don't need to be that close either, actually. As long as I can see ends one as well.
Mm-hmm.
But
So I
ends
would
one
say
be like
around
lower
here.
though, right? So like
Yeah, that's what I mean.
below
Yes.
the edge of the ship, so you wouldn't be able to see it.
You have an angle on
Could
it.
be.
It's fine.
Okay.
It could be jumping too. And also Fish Dog. How far can Fish Dog move? Fish Dog, my friend. What's your range? What's your speed? Its speed is 20. Oh, 30 for flying.
It could just
The
go
fish
out the
dog?
window, right?
Yes. Fish Dog can cut through here. Cut through here.
Unless
Cut through
I just put
here.
it in the stairwell, but like you can tell me that it was in your pocket and you just toss it out.
I mean, it would have traveled the past 2 turns, so I do think I did imagine it on the table, to be fair, because I forgot about it. So, like, downstairs table, rather.
Oh, okay.
But no, it would have
Let's
arrived
say
around
it's-
here because there's 2 turns.
Yeah.
I forgot to mention that it was moving to help.
Yeah.
So, thank you. I'm going to help it get to N. Oh, yeah, cool. It can get right over N. N, your little guardian angel, is here to help. Fish Dog whoops out here over on top of N and will force strike. Wait, no. Force strike won't help, will it?
It'll help enough. It's a ranged attack.
Yeah, okay. Oh, wait.
So
Wait. You said bludgeoning damage before, yeah?
yes.
Cool. I'm going to... Fish Dog's going to use a force strike. Bursting out of here.
Cool. Roll to attack.
Wow.
Oh, 23.
Damn.
actually.
Start
Sorry,
coming
my bad.
swinging.
Little guy.
Full force.
Hey, that's a mighty hit for
Yeah.
Fish Dog, who comes blasting out of the side and snipes this little method straight in its face.
Nice.
If it has weakness to bludgeoning, does that mean it takes more damage?
Yes.
Ah.
And for me, I think another 2 charges will release how many magic missiles?
4.
4, right? Yeah, okay, so 2 each.
Yes.
Yeah, Willard's going to the one's magic missile again this time. 2 for the one closest, 2 for the one furthest.
Okay.
2 for the one to the closest.
Thanks.
5, 2.
Ha!
5, 2.
7.
Nice.
7.
Even. 7.
Yay!
Nice.
Cool.
All right. Now it's the steed's turn.
It's like I can't do anything now. So, oh wait, no, it can go and attack this other one. It has
one?
the legs.
True.
Yeah. So,
Another
Can
trampling
I-
charge. Hooves.
can it go trampling? Because it's not a straight line.
I mean, we can make it
It
straight
says
enough.
Straight towards. Yeah. Okay then. Yeah.
Angles.
Oh, honey, that's not very good.
That's
You tried.
miss.
You tried.
The
It's
method like just flies between its legs. And the steed
Yeah.
just stomps angrily.
It's big meaty claws. SpongeBob. Big meaty claws.
Okay.
Okay, and your turn.
Yeah. Yeah. So this sucks.
Because the fight's still going fast.
Yeah, exactly.
I told Varys to speed, and Varys locked him
Yeah.
in position.
So this is a good time for me. I think, in light of this chaos, Ed's just drawn a dagger and is kind of blindly stabbing at the Mayfit. Oh yeah, it's a 10.
That's a miss, I'm afraid.
Yeah, no, that was about what I expected.
Would you like to use your movement to swim on deck?
Yeah, you know what? I was ready to take the damage of the thing exploding. I think I'm gonna risk the opportunity attack to get my ass back on the ship.
Hey, climb this rope.
Yeah.
Are you gonna climb? Can and climb the rope?
It's fine. It's fine.
You sure? Okay.
I'm attached to it. That's a miss.
Yep.
Like dive under the water, swim closer, and start with like climbing back up, feet on the hull.
How do you like my swimming? Really aged this episode.
I'm not asking now, asshole. I've all but somersaulted over the railing and ended up wet and soggy back on the deck, but I'm alive.
Yep. Cool.
Push.
Varys is still holding concentration on Gust of Wind. Is going to step forward and try and like blast these two methods again out of range.
Just get blasted off the ship again.
N is now out of the
Yeah,
range
yeah.
of the thing, but the steed does need to make a saving throw. Straight saving throw, please.
Ooh.
Damn, this method is sturdy.
Stubborn.
But the other one is blasted another 15 feet away. Okay. It is still going.
Well,
That's a
Goodbye.
dex save. You wanted a strength save, didn't you?
Yeah,
So,
strength
my
save.
bad.
So, re-roll that,
Oh.
please.
that is a 23.
Whoa.
Yeah. Absolutely not bothered. It's just like being blow-dried.
A couple petals are tossed into the wind.
Yeah, honestly.
Beautifully in the wind.
Yeah.
Its mane like flutters like photogenically.
The petals hit N directly in their sopping wet face.
That's cool. Varys is going to draw his weapon and attack the method in front of him.
Hey,
Her.
Whoa.
Varys, Greenleaf.
It's gonna explode in his face.
Almost.
Pretty face!
It's okay.
He'll
hold on,
manage.
One
maybe
more
I-
attack.
Wait. Oh no, I guess not. I don't have it equipped. Never mind.
Yep, that'll do it. And because the instant that it dies, it can no longer make saving throws, it is immediately blown away and bursts harmlessly out over the sea.
Perfect.
Oh.
Wow,
Hey.
Mr. Greenleaf. He is a very bright, nice from behind him.
Yep, cool. Let's say on Varys's turn, the chaos will move forwards. Say 60 feet. How fast can the method move? Okay. Let's do some quick rearranging of the battle map. Let's clear off all the dead methods.
They are gone. We need them not.
Get out of here.
And this needs to move over here. So, last ice method. Let's see. Yeah, it's gonna keep fighting.
Damn.
Cool. It will use its action to.
Respect that.
Yep, Luca is the closest thing that it can hit. Let's roll a d6. See if it regains its frost breath. Nope. Claws it is. Its little icy hands try to creep into your
Oh, cool.
crevices.
Oh, that's-
Does that actually hit?
Meet it to beat it. Yep.
All right.
Hey.
You take a
Ugh.
total of 8 damage, and 4 of it being cold. As its little icy claws dig into like all the soft pieces between your joints.
Ooh, I was already having a bad pain day. How rude. Oh, wait, that was yesterday. This is just new
Yep.
pain. Yay.
Yep.
New day,
Luca,
new
your
pain.
turn.
Woohoo!
Well, I am thoroughly enraged. This is very rude. So we're going. Okay, that doesn't. Wait, does a 13 hit?
It does hit.
Oh, okay. Let's go. Let's go again.
That was enough to kill it, actually.
Okay.
Oh dear, your face.
So, make a dexterity saving throw and tell me how this method comes to its end.
I imagine
Ooh.
Luca all but like
Whoa.
slices it in half, and as it's cracking, his blade's like cracking through it. It's just breaking off in pieces and fluttering away. Very beautiful, very powerful.
Snow sparkle, only like the barest. It's like you slash down through it. It like shatters into little shards of ice and snow that catch in the sunlight, glitter as they are blown away in the wind and the waves. There's just like the barest bit of frost that like cuts across your cheek in a very cool way.
Yeah, obviously. Very handsome.
And that is where the battle ends.
Yay!
I honestly think the thing that's going to draw that to a close too is Willow is going to bounce from here and be like, "Good work!" to everyone.
Oh.
We have faced and defeated our first elementals out at sea.
Good job,
Luca
us.
runs over to N and like pretend cuddles them like, I'm so cold.
Gosh, I'm not much
God,
better.
my armor. Oh my god, you're soaking wet.
You just
Yeah.
noticed?
Oh my god, I'm soaking wet. Willow
Smart thinking,
Runs over
Willow
to-
says to Varys.
runs over to
Pattern.
these two. Like arms all over them both.
Ugh.
I will say
Cold.
it is a good thing that Luca is wearing many layers. Because, oh boy, he could put an
Yeah.
eye out.
He's wearing armor, right?
Yes,
Yes.
So we can't see that situation,
you can't.
I'm assuming. Okay.
But Luca can
I
feel
see.
it.
Yeah.
Yes. You look, you gallivanting over here looking cold.
Yeah. And wet.
I think Willow, as you
I hid
approach,
behind the elk. You can't hide from me and my hugs.
Well, no. I think Willow's going to, as soon as possible, jostle him by the lifeline around his waist, and give him that like firm look of like, what did you forget today?
Oh. Well, I didn't need it, so it was okay this one time. You can forgive me.
Willow's gonna flick him in the forehead with cure wounds.
Oh. Thank you. I'm warm now. How much are you giving me? You have to roll, don't you?
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah.
Coming.
Just from that?
That's you.
I'm so cold.
Where is it? Ugh, I clicked it. Oh, it's okay. What level?
Oh,
There you go.
wow.
11. I'll follow up
That's-
with N.
That's literally all of my HP back. Thank you. I'm at
Fantastic.
perfect health. I'm so cold.
I'm going to go over to N and laugh.
I'm still
directly
hugging
in
Varys.
Darius
Cute,
is like,
okay?
maybe take off all your wet clothes.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good idea.
And
Luca
you'll
starts
warm up.
stripping.
Well, and picks themselves up because no one else is doing it.
I'm there with you.
Willow just came over.
Willow
Just
just
over
back in
to
my
you.
face.
Bro, that's not the end of the conversation. I'm laughing at you and I'm helping you up,
Okay.
asshole. God.
Varys gives an apologetic wave. Sorry.
It happens. Good thing I had this
Oh,
on,
you were
huh?
so light.
We established this back at Skystreak.
You're right.
You're good. I'm good.
Need to
Well, I
bulk them up
taps
a
you
bit.
on the head and you have 12 healing.
That's way more than I need. Thank you.
Wow, you're like beefy today, man. Like today and yesterday, Willow is full on medicine man.
I think Willow's
Much
going to say
appreciated.
to N, it'll cure your wounds, but your pride's going to take a little while longer.
I'm aware. Can we just remember the part before I was blown off the ship? I think I did pretty good up until then.
It was very cool.
You got the elemental to leave us alone, right?
Yeah, I think so.
That was you. Yeah. Well, it wasn't me.
Oh, you
half
finished the
naked now.
job.
Half naked. I'm sorry, is he half
Well,
naked?
in my like pants and undershirt.
Yeah, now you can definitely see the effects of the cold on Luca.
Yeah.
And it's gonna
Just
not
specifically.
pay attention to that and look back at Willow.
And not paying attention, Willow goes sovereigns with their eyes like directly on Luca's gigantic nipples.
And it's gonna say, was that your new toy?
Willow's still looking at Luca's chest when you say that. Pardon?
The Peppa Pow.
Oh, yes.
Oh,
Willow's
yeah,
going
that
to-
was flashy.
Bring the... I'm gonna call it a gun. They're gonna bring it out and spin it because the way that they spin it is very gun, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They're showing it off, doing little flourishes with it.
Well,
It's a bit ramshackle, but it'll do.
I'd say that was a pretty successful test run.
yeah.
All right.
I'm gonna go change.
Some dry clothes.
Why don't you get into your armor?
I am in my armor.
Of Ignis, as Willow was suggesting.
Would that dry me off
I don't think that
faster?
works. Huh? Does it
Does
work
magic
like that?
fire come with drying?
Can Varys use his gust of wind?
Gently.
I think Willow asking.
He has a less
you dry these
intense
off?
version.
Willow's going to ask, can you dry them off?
Technically, but I think I'll let them choose. I'll dry the clothes. They can get changed first.
Yeah, good call.
Let's hang
you
up a
ma-
laundry line.
Can you make the wind hot, or is it just the temperature of the wind around us?
I can't affect the temperature.
Oh, damn.
You can pass it over a flame.
Ah, smart.
More likely to extinguish the flame first.
Unless it's continual.
Magic
He
flame.
shrugs. Anyhow, let's wrap up.
Yeah, I'm freezing. Cuddles back Varys with one arm.
Uh,
The rest of his clothes are in his other arm, in his armor.
Piercing damage from Varys.
think
2
Varys
nips
just,
piercing
like-
damage.
I think Varys just kind of like gently pushes Luca aside, just like, why don't you make yourself a pot of tea? That'll warm you up from the inside.
Yeah, smart. Okay, I'll do that.
And with the crew of the Ephemeral Chaos, a bit soggy but victorious, we will end today's session here.